Set up your leash.
All right. We are back with another mic drop.
Hi and hello, everybody.
That's what I'm talking about. It's been a while, Voltaire. How you been doing?
You know,
we haven't had our show.
Wow. Listen, I want to thank everybody for all the cards and letters and faxes I've received asking, hey, what happened to the mic drop? Did Max cancel it? Is he crazy? You know, and I kept telling everybody it's summer vacation. People are out doing stuff. Max is shopping for his summer wardrobe. But, you know, again, thank you for the cards, letters, and faxes, everybody. I really appreciate it. But we've never...
I reached out to you.
Yeah, we were just on hiatus.
Yeah. We've just been really busy. But I'm back in town for at least... We'll probably just do this one this week unless Thursday night I could manage another one after the Deadpool premiere and there were spoilers. Maybe if you want, we could try one Thursday night, and then I'm leaving Friday again. A lot of great stuff happening in entertainment. A lot of stuff happening in politics. Politics. I don't know if we should touch that at all. I don't know. Interesting time. Yeah.
We are living in historic times, everybody. Unbelievable events in the last... If you think about what's happened in the last couple of weeks, it is unbelievable.
What is he doing here? We have two. Okay. Well, we have another special guest, but who gave him the link?
Oh, I thought I could come on.
What? You don't you have Marvel Rivals to play?
Yeah, but I wanted to say hi. I haven't talked to you guys in like forever.
Okay.
How'd you get a code? You were crying for it on Twitter. How'd you finally get one?
Taladia helped.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant a code to my StreamYard. Okay.
No. Taladia hooked me up with a code for Marvel Rivals.
Thanks a lot, Taladia. The guy that's helping you with StreamYard, Team MME, the head of Team MME, and I don't get a code. Wow.
Well, listen, things happen, okay?
So who you voting for?
I asked Voltaire.
So who you voting for? I'm just kidding.
No. No, I asked Voltaire, and Voltaire was like, sure, come on in. I was like, okay.
Okay. Well, we have another guest here. He can come on anytime he wants. He put himself back. Okay,
I had to change my shirt for Voltaire.
Oh,
okay.
I love it. Yeah. And I love the G-Force background too.
So, I guess this is up to Voltaire. If Voltaire says they could both stay, that's
that's fine.
Okay.
We've
no
more
than four.
Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. Like again, because everybody was sending me so many cards, letters, and faxes about this show, and we're coming back with dual guests today. Usually it's a one guest show, but Dual guest.
That's
Uh,
how special this episode is. Well, you
just
know what though? Episode 4 guests. It all works out.
yeah.
This is
Just so
episode
everyone
4?
knows, we do have some voicemails.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Please
good.
thumbs up the video. And something has changed since the last mic drop, Voltaire.
What's that?
I've started the MME games. So Blue Jays box office game gets you points. And then onto the max, you get points by having a face off. If there's two,
I won my debate.
No,
but,
you didn't.
I was cheated.
So Taladia got some 5 points.
Taladia allegedly beat me in a debate.
Chris got 5 points. Then last
Did I get points?
max, Anthony Beltry got 5 points.
He cheated using Google. Go
Got
ahead.
20 questions. So you can also get 5
Where are my
points for the
points?
MME games if you leave a mic drop hot take, and it's the mic drop of the show. So we might play multiple voicemails during a show, but me and Voltaire, the co-host of the show, will decide who we want to who wins the night, the biggest mic drop of the night. And
Where are my
will-
points?
you could call. You're on the show, but you can mute yourself and call and leave a hot take voicemail.
No, I meant like where I've won. Like how many times have I won the box office game? I don't get no points.
What do you mean? What's the number? It's
Streaming at the bottom, Perp.
Oh my god! Are you serious?
This
It's
guy
right
in
there.
Miami. God damn.
If you leave a mic drop, we have some already.
No limits on the voicemail. Go for it. Whatever you want to say, we will not censor it.
But only one mic drop per show is awarded points. So you got to be the hottest mic drop.
I mean, we've had some tremendous callers so far. So
See, what you're saying is that you want them to drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, drop it like it's hot.
Okay.
Not this audience. I mean, I'm
you
sorry.
can even
Here
leave
you
a
go again, Bruce.
What? What did I do?
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
just
little
here
Perp.
minding my business. I'm a guest.
But we do have news. Also, the first topic
Mm-hmm.
is, well, apparently Marvel doesn't need saving anymore because Ike Perlmutter, the savior of all the anti-SJW YouTube channels that had a proxy war against Bob Iger to take control of Disney to save it, Marvel doesn't need saving anymore, apparently. I don't know. What does everyone think about initial thoughts about this? Ike Perlmutter has sold his entire Disney stake.
Wasn't that my main topic on my show?
We don't talk about that show on this show, Bruce Ver.
I mean, it makes sense. Nelson Peltz and him, they tried doing the whole proxy war and they got rejected pretty hard by the board. So it makes sense to sell your stocks and keep all your money and just go away.
Well, did he make some money off of it or something? Or
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's
that's
like
why
he
you like
makes
sell
money.
your stocks. He gets
He
the
sold
money
them for $3 billion.
Well, okay, but yeah, but you see,
wouldn't it have been? Didn't he make a dumbass mistake here and not wait to sell it till right after Wolverine's opening weekend in Comic-Con, and then sell it?
so here's the deal. You don't, if you're, so, we can't, I certainly can't contemplate the level of wealth that this guy has. This guy doesn't just on a whim one day go on his online Schwab account and say, I'm selling my stock. He's had people planning this. They've talked about it and they've done a financial plan. And this was planned for him as being the best timing for him to do it. So, it wasn't an impetuous move. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, but
Which makes me think he thinks it's going to go lower.
Oh, he thinks it's going to go lower. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's look a little bit on this. Ike Perlmutter, a major Disney stockholder who lent his shares in support of shakeup on the company's board, has now sold all of them and is moving on. When reached through a spokesperson, Perlmutter, who accumulated the holding when he sold Marvel to Disney in 2009 for more than $4 billion, didn't disavow this. Perlmutter had supported Nelson Peltz in a first run of Disney board seat in 2022. Although the activist investor, get your activism out of my investing. Yeah, I said if he could do it, more power to him. If he could buy,
Well, do you know what the new goalpost is now, though? They're saying that Elon Musk is going to try and start a proxy war with Disney. No, I'm not kidding. By the way, they're saying that Elon Musk.
Not the way Tesla's stock dropped in the last.
Well, no, what they're saying is that Elon Musk is going to try.
Shut up.
No, I'm being dead serious. So there's this, like, people think that Elon Musk is going to try and buy stocks in Disney to force himself in the corporate level to influence.
I think he
it.
should.
God, that's some big dick swinging if he's going to do that. God damn. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying he can do it. He has the means.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. First thing he would do is get rid of Kathy Kennedy.
Because I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know if you saw, but he did like that big interview with Jordan Peterson where he talked about the woke left mind virus. He's trying to combat it.
Where he.
Voltaire even this last week has said, I think Elon's losing his mind with some.
He said his child is dead to him.
Yeah, well, so that was before that.
Really? His
Child.
He said his child was dead to him because they were lost to the woke mind virus and they took over.
He was 4 years old.
But that's why Elon is saying he's going to start combating this and be more involved in the culture war because he thinks it's important to him.
Yeah, but he was doing before this. This is the stuff I was sending you, Max. He was posting stuff on Twitter that was just nuts. Yeah. Like he was posting all the characters from comics and how they looked and how they.
He was doing the
he was doing the whole
ginger side.
He said he posted the whole they're getting rid of gingers. I'm like, oh my god.
And I'm like, and I even tweeted at him, and I hope he saw it. I said, "What are you trying to tank the stock? What are you doing?"
Oh, you did tweet at him?
Yeah, I wish that tweet it's too much. I'm gonna.
Yeah, the owner of SpaceX.
Figure Drawing's upset with me saying he's the effing worst. What could he really do to Disney to make it bad?
Well, he could try and do what Nelson Peltz and Perlmutter did and try and get on the board and put their own spin on things.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine being a 50-year-old man outraged about a Lego Batgirl character in a movie.
Well, I mean, this isn't nothing. They are doing this, but do I care?
No, I know, but it's one thing for him to say, "I want free speech. I don't like woke stuff." But this tweet, what I've got up on the screen, this is nuts. Like this is like you've lost your mind. Like there's no good reason to post this tweet, even if you personally feel it. There's no good reason as a CEO.
This was a meme from like 5 or 6 years ago. It's an old meme that somebody made too.
Actually, Anthony, I think X is doing better now.
Yeah, it is.
No, X?
Yes. Even the name's caught on. People are starting to call it X. He kept with it. Other people would have wavered.
Yeah, but isn't his other businesses suffering because of X?
What I don't like, though...
Tesla certainly is.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of get a little serious here. What I don't like is that I don't like how it feels like Elon is trying to involve himself so much with the election and make X have so much advertising for a specific candidate. I think that's
it's insane with the advertising. I can't even scroll without getting
he's got the sponsored hashtags now with the emoticons.
Yeah, but he's not going to block anything from the other side, at least to his credit. He's not going to do that, no matter what you say about it.
But he's only amplifying one that he's paying for. That's just a little.
Yeah.
Well, he's not taking off racist and misogynistic and homophobic tweets either.
That's not fair. Listen, I could criticize him too, but he said in that interview with Don Lemon that everyone didn't listen to the context. He says it's not being a priority. He's not prioritizing it, and they actually get less views than they've ever done before. Now, you have to believe him on that or not, but it kind of gets shadow banned, that horrible stuff, and you have to search for it. Yes, it's on there.
I don't think Melanie Mack is shadow banned.
I think she actually got removed a couple times. I don't know.
No, Melanie Mack's still doing her thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He allows people to say the F word.
Andrew Tate dropped the hard R against somebody, and he was still allowed on the platform.
Yeah, but he's half.
Yeah, but because should anybody be using that word on your social media platform?
Are you gonna get mad at rappers? You know,
I
everybody
don't.
was-
I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever. I don't like the word. I don't like you. I've never used it myself,
But
and I don't think it should be used on social media platforms.
but what if he is not promoting it though?
What?
But what if he's not like he said the Twitter algorithm or the X algorithm does not promote that stuff. That has
So the bigger Twitter users aren't being promoted. Really, Max?
for with the
ones that
tweets
bring
with
in the most capital, that says the most outrageous and
wow,
hurtful
Anthony,
things,
what?
they are being promoted. They
Anthony, calm down.
My
I was just trying to explain.
just that my concern is that it feels like Elon is using his control over Twitter and his money to push a certain kind of rhetoric and a certain candidate in this election season.
Yeah.
That's my
Well,
concern.
he was giving $45 million a month to one candidate.
Well,
Yeah,
he said he clarified he's giving it to a PAC that's
Same difference.
He said he's still doing it as far as
Well, we all know no one can give a candidate that much money personally. It has to go through a PAC first.
Yeah,
That's the way the rules are.
level of advertising we're because you can't go on Twitter without being bombarded with ads for Donald Trump. It's just
okay.
really, I haven't noticed that. Are you serious?
Really? I've noticed it.
I haven't got ads for that.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay. Well, Perlmutters sold his entire 25.6 million shares. And now we're talking about Elon Musk. I don't like everything Elon Musk says, but I don't hate the man. Like I really don't like what he does just told me about disowning his child.
yeah. Well, again,
That's gross.
you have these rich people trying to come in with their money to be like, hey, go in this certain direction. And then the other money people are like, well, that's stupid. We're making money just fine. And it's like, people, I don't know. It's just very weird how people are like cheering on these corporate takeovers if it actually is going to mean anything for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Hey, Larry, I finally reacted to your music videos.
No,
I did not like the one. I was being honest. But I really enjoyed the other. I really enjoyed the other one. Figure drawing. I don't like that part of him as well. It's pretty messed up that he's that against the LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, he's not into the trans thing. There's no question.
No, I don't like that, especially if you disown your own family member. That's really. I didn't know it that far.
Into letting him take the puberty blockers or whatever.
Okay.
Which I don't know how you trick a billionaire genius. You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how.
Lying.
Yeah, that doesn't make any
lying.
sense. I'm sorry, you're a billionaire genius. I mean, and he literally is a genius, but so he wasn't tricked. He knew what he was doing, and I don't know why he's saying that now.
Yeah.
Should we? Oh, go ahead.
It doesn't play well with the audience he's going for.
Yeah. So I have some very positive news that happened tonight.
Positive, good. All right.
So do you guys know about a little movie coming out in September called Transformers?
Yes.
So they decided to screen the movie 3 months early tonight
because it's so good. I think that's the reason.
Well, apparently the critics are giving their social media reactions, and they are saying it might be the best animated movie of the year. They're saying that it's shockingly good. They're saying it's actually surprisingly a lot better than what the trailer showed. That's actually pretty dark and serious in some spots. It's got like some of the best action sequences in a while. Someone said it's the best Transformers movie ever made. So, something positive.
Yes. No, Bruce wasn't with me. It was Jade, but I think he would like Candiria, the band. I'll have to recommend. We'll have to react to another song. So, Larry, if you want to shoot me a DM on X of another song of theirs, I'll react.
Candiria?
Yeah.
That's not familiar.
Okay. Well, that topic wasn't very hot. Do we have any reactions we could share? Can you put them in the private chat so I could bring them up, RJ?
Yeah, hold on.
I do have another topic that's video game related that's like gone completely overboard that I'd like to be careful in covering.
I know. Yeah, it's getting ugly out there.
Well, which one do you think I'm talking about?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. So this is Smash JT, who has gone full anti-SJW. I still don't have my Amico money. I'm still friendly with him, but he has unfollowed me on Twitter. But that's fine. People do that all the time. Whatever. We haven't talked in a long time. But he is really his channel's actually blowing up right now. He's getting like 100K views on his stuff. And
when you do hate content, that's when
anti-SJW content, yes.
Still hate
so there's the controversy surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now his tweet is saying it's completely effed. Japanese government is launching an investigation about a
that
video
makes no
game.
Sense. That's bullshit.
I'm not saying it's BS yet. I don't know.
Here's what I don't get, right?
We have to set it up though, RJ, so everyone understands, because we don't have a lot of video game players right here. So Ubisoft released a statement because they're in full-on damage. It was big enough that they felt they needed to release a statement. My team of lawyers, the only smart move they made cover their. So I think it's good they released a statement at least. But
read their statement.
Yeah, but basically, there's a Assassin's Creed. This one is in Japan. There's two characters.
There's a ninja lady and there's Yasuke the samurai.
Yasuke, a black samurai, and then people are debating on whether Yasuke in real life was samurai or not. And even if he was, why should he be in the samurai video game as the main character?
So here's what I don't understand, right? So Ubisoft issued an apology. So I know they messed up with the collector's edition. They had the wrong flag. And some Japanese historians are pretty upset about that. But did any Japanese historians or any of the Japanese people come out and say that they were upset about Yasuke being in the game? That's what I don't understand.
What I understand. Oh, go ahead, Andre.
And I was saying, like, I keep hearing conflicting things because some people say Japan is angry about Yasuke being in the game, and some people saying that that's not the case at all.
From what I gathered, this was started by. I don't want to call them what they're called in Japan, kotaku. You know, people that live in Japan that are in Japanese and they love the culture so much. Like, dweebs or whatever weebs. They're more upset than Japanese people. There was I don't know what his origin was, but I think he was from America, but his accent sounded a little like he was Latino. And he went up with a translator to several Japanese guys, and they said they didn't have a problem with the character being black. And then he obviously paid the guy that was holding the camera to say that he had a problem with it. But this week, a Japanese historian actually came out and said, even though there's not much on Yasuke, it is historical accurate. He was a samurai.
Well, here's what I found.
Luggage holder.
Yeah, this is what I was founding.
One more thing, Max.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are upset now. This isn't the first time Yasuke has been featured in video games, media.
And he's not the only main character. There's two main characters.
Well, here's the other thing too, which everyone is skipping over. This is Assassin's Creed, where like Leonardo da Vinci was making you weird inventions, and like these games do try to do historical accuracy, but it's also historical fiction. It's not meant to be like the Pope has superpowers. You know, there's Egyptian gods and weird stuff going on. Like these games have never been 100% accurate to history. I mean, they try their hardest to be as historically accurate as they can be, but there's always a sense of fantasy involved as well.
Well, Voltaire, what's your initial thoughts about it? Because there's a lot of outrage about this in the gaming community. Although I think this is going to be like, I compare this to the opposite angle of the outrage for the Harry Potter game. Like everyone was complaining on the other side about that. It came out and it did really good. I think that everyone's going to be complaining about this. The game's going to be so good. The character is going to be really cool, Yasuke. and people are going to love it. And it's going to be the best-selling Assassin's Creed game of all time.
Really quick though, I wanted to ask: could we go back and read Ubisoft's statement?
Yeah, I do, but
Yeah,
I just wanted to do the base research here.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't. I just surface level research, and I wanted to get Voltaire's initial thoughts on this about people being upset, debating on Yasuke. Yasuke, if he was a real samurai or not, and if he should be the status of a samurai in a samurai video game. What's your initial thoughts there?
Okay, so number one, historically, it's accurate that he did exist. Okay,
Yes.
that's kind of been proven. So number two, the Japanese are unhappy about it. I don't care what anyone says. The Japanese are the most listen. Japanese, I'm not saying they're bad people, but they are the most homogenous culture out there. They hate everybody. They still have apartments where gaijin can't rent apartments, okay? They are not happy that their representation in this video game franchise that they're aware of
Can you explain what
is not a
gaijin-
Japanese man.
Wait, real quick. Can you explain what gaijin?
Foreigners.
Oh, foreigners. Okay.
Foreigners. Gaijin, sorry. Yeah, gaijin means any foreigner, any
Okay,
non-Japanese.
I know Japan, like a lot of people have been moving to Japan who are like foreigners. So there is an uptick
They hate them.
in there.
But they're very polite. It's one of the most civilized cultures in the world, and manners is a big thing. But trust me, okay, I've spoken to people who've lived out there. This is just, what I know. You cannot rent certain apartments. That is legal 100% over there. If you're a gaijin over there trying to date certain women, they won't look at you. So they're not happy about this. I don't care what people are saying. If they want Japanese representation, but they'd love a Japanese character. So they're like, oh, we finally get a samurai in there, but, he's not Japanese.
There is a Japanese character, it's just that the protagonist is a Japanese woman. That's the thing. The other character is a playable.
Yeah, they're both main characters. It's not like
Shinobi,
he's the
Shinobi.
Yeah.
Right. But they want a Japanese man. Sorry. They're a more traditional culture of that manner, So, but again, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's how they really feel,
I wanted to make this banner here though. Regardless of what the Japanese men or what gamers want, let's all shed some tears for the lack of Japanese men-led samurai video games.
We just had Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm joking. That's sarcastic.
Assassin's Creed.
There are so many Japanese men-led samurai video games.
How many franchises are as big as Assassin's Creed?
That's true.
No, here's the thing though, and this is what I think Ubisoft was trying to do. Okay,
They're Canadian company.
No. Ghost of Tsushima by Sony and PlayStation came out in 2020, okay, 4 years ago. If they would have made a game with a traditional Japanese male main character, it would have been compared to Ghost of Tsushima because they play very similarly. The idea of a third-person action game with stealth elements. I think using Yasuke and doing the dual protagonist idea with the shinobi woman and Yasuke being a black samurai, it was meant in a way to differentiate it from other games on the market because there is an overabundance of Japanese samurai games.
Yeah. I think it gives it that extra hook.
It's something
that Yasuke is actually good marketing because not a lot of people know the origins. They're actually debating it right now. So this is good. Maybe there'll be a new movie too. I don't know.
I don't know how many samurai warrior games there've been over the last 30 years were PlayStation on. Yeah. But there's been a lot of male-led Japanese main characters,
but I actually think I appreciate what you're saying, Voltaire. But I actually think it's a good hook for something to differentiate it from another samurai video game. I know it's the Assassin's Creed is a very popular series.
I think
that franchise is very gaming franchises. I'm not even a gamer, and I've played Assassin's Creed franchise games. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a different level.
Yeah. Voltaire isn't just pulling this out of his butt either. There's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of prejudices, and from at least what I've heard too, of some Asian countries. And I mean, it's just proof about how they promote certain movies. I mean, mainly China, but yeah. not
Yeah,
Japan,
you
but
can't rent. They still allow you not to rent certain apartments. Like that's think about how crazy that is to us in America. Okay.
Well, that still happens here.
Well, but not officially and sanctioned by the government, Bruce. Where it's technically illegal here.
yeah,
You know,
technically illegal, right? It still could happen, unfortunately, but yes, you're not
completely illegal
supposed to.
there, and advertised as such. You know. But again, I'm not. I'm not trying to knock the Japanese people. Again, it's a very civilized culture. But you know, and yes, Perp, it's true.
Yeah, so Perp is questioning your take on this, Voltaire. Japanese understands a game made by French people. They literally do the same shirt with their art.
It's a French Canadian company, first of all, which is different than French people, but whatever. I don't. You're right. I can't speak for all Japanese people, of course not. But I'm just going to say that I do know that they want more representation in Western products.
Well, I would like to see this.
I don't know if they're
online-
actually upset. Though.
I would
don't
like
know.
this. I would like to see this online petition. I want to see how many actual Japanese people that actually live in Japan, that are Japanese, that signed that petition, that weren't Western Americans, that were upset.
I don't even know if
because
Assassin's
40
Creed is
Japanese
big,
people.
in Japan. I know it's big in other countries, but I
I'm
don't know
trying
if
to
it's a
find
big
out
series
now.
in Japan.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
do the
looking at
research, Bruce. That'd be interesting.
That's what
So
I'm
Right.
looking
It
at.
is a generalization, figure drawing 100%.
RJ, I will get to the statement, but I do want to read this like really base. This is Smithsonian Magazine, so I think I could trust them a little bit. In the late 16th century, the enigmatic warrior fought alongside a feudal lord dubbed the Great Unifier. Seconds into the first episode of the Netflix anime. Oh, there is an anime Yusuke on Netflix. I thought there was something.
Yes.
Viewers witness the massacre. Hundreds of warriors lie near the Honnaji Temple in Kyoto, Japan. The year is 1582, and flames envelop the area surrounding the fallen. Inside the temple, a black samurai named Yusuke has a tense conversation with the Japanese daimyo, Oda Nobunaga. I'm really messing these. Nobunga is resigned to his fate. Yusuke remains hopeful the pair can evade their enemies. I don't know where this is saying that he... Okay, who was Yusuke? That's what I want to get to. Not much known is about Yusuke's early life. Some historians speculate he was born in Mozambique, Ethiopia, or Nigeria. Thomas Lockley, co-author of African Samurai, The True Story of Yusuke, a legendary black warrior in feudal Japan, says it's possible Yusuke was enslaved and trafficked as a child, but believes he was a free man by the time he met Alessandro Valignano, an Italian Jesuit missionary. The duo traveled from India to Japan in 1579, with the Yusuke essentially serving as Valignano's bodyguard. Yusuke was employed as muscle because missionaries weren't allowed to have weapons, Lockley said. Japan at the time was in the middle of a brutal century of civil war, and therefore Valignano needed someone to look after him. So
again, the character is awesome, by the way.
Yes.
It's a great character for Assassin's Creed. I'm
Yes.
just saying, what it is. Like, it's a very interesting story.
Yeah. I do think there's probably really interesting historic Japanese men in there that they could have drawn from too. But this is a win for me. Like I mean, there are two characters to play as well. I personally don't really care that much, honestly, because there's so many, there's so much representation with Japanese men. And then this is interesting character.
I'm looking at all the appearances of Yasuke in any form of art and media.
Mm-hmm.
There was a children's book published in 1968 about him in Japan. There was a novel published about him called Kurobo in 1971. He appears in manga Hyuge Mono from 2005 to 2017. Yasuke is featured in 2016 to 2020 manga series Nobungo Kuroshita, the man who killed Nobunga. So he's been making appearances in Japanese culture and media since 1968. So all of a sudden, Japanese people are offended? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it's possible. I believe that people are shouting it the loudest, though, or just using it for narrative. So I don't
Yes.
believe them. Yeah.
And I think the loudest people screaming about it are non-Japanese people.
Well, yeah. Well, let's read the statement. I think this is an excellent statement. If there is controversy around it, yes, lawyers probably went over this. This probably was gone over with a fine tooth comb. So
One more thing, Max. I'm sorry. One more thing. Yasuke was the inspiration for Afro Samurai.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think even if you're thinking before this game's announced, if you're looking for cool samurai to talk about, if you Google them, Yasuke is probably going to be in the top list, I would think, along with the other, I can't even think of another famous Japanese samurai that's not a black samurai. I can't even think, honestly. I guess I should know, but I don't.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. No, but honestly,
and he was featured in one game before this one. That was Neo. I don't know if you guys ever played Neo by Team Ninja.
I like Team Ninja. I've never heard of that game though. What is it on? What 360, PS3, PS4?
PlayStation 4.
Neo. I'll have to look that up. I have an Afro Samurai video game. All right, so let's read this and see what everyone's thoughts are on the comments from Ubisoft. I don't think this is, well, I guess you could. It's to a lot of people, it's going to be damage control, but I think it's an excellent statement.
Remember, this is a Canadian company, just for context, everybody.
Yeah. To our esteemed Japanese community, a message from the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. First, we want to express our heartfelt thanks for all your support for the Assassin's Creed series, which now has its own history spanning almost 20 years. Over this time, we have explored various settings, time periods, and characters, from an assassin during the Third Crusade to a Viking in 19th century England, and countless more. For one thing, I'm going to stop here. I really want a good Assassin's Creed movie or series, really bad. Because I was really hyped for that movie, and then everyone said it was trash, and I still didn't see it. For many on our team, creating an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan has been a long cherished dream. Since the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have received many positive reactions, but also some criticism included from you, our Japanese. Oh, so they are saying Japanese players. Okay. So the game developer is saying it. Okay. All right. But we share your passion for history and deeply respect your care for the historical and cultural integrity of your rich heritage. We would like to address a few points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions. Right there, that does, if the game I am going to trust in the game developer that it was loud enough that they were addressing the Japanese game players.
Wait,
so I don't think it's
Japanese people cared, they think? Wow.
No,
But
so I mean, it's right there in print, right there.
But the question I have though
Be
is,
sarcastic.
where are, like, I'm not seeing it. Like, where's the outrage? Like, that's what I'm confused.
Well,
about.
I don't read
Japanese. RJ.
I don't read Japanese, so that's my initial
But
response.
a lot of people on Twitter, especially, like, pretend to be Japanese, or
they've been pretending to be.
or they
Japanese.
use Google Translate. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
No,
I mean,
wait, hang on. Sorry, RJ. You don't think Ubisoft knows that, and they know about these kind of review bombs, and the fact that they felt the need to mention it in a statement? You don't think there's any validity to that?
I'm not saying that there's not any Japanese people who are upset. What I'm saying is like, I'd like to see it.
I don't think it's as many as people claim.
So then why?
I actually think if it's in
sorry,
the
hang on.
Yeah.
This is what this show is about. I understand your point, Christopher, but if that's the case, why did Ubisoft feel the need to specifically address it?
Yeah, and I do think this is an expert response.
I think this apology was for the use of the flag, wasn't it?
Well,
I don't think this is specifically for Yasuke.
Well, we can keep reading and see. I mean,
I believe this was for the flag. I don't think this. I'm not sure.
I haven't read it, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. So I think that's very. I don't think that's in there for no reason. Our Japanese players, we share your passion for history. We would like to address a few points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions. Overall authenticity efforts. We have put significant effort into ensuring an immersive and respectful representation of feudal Japan. However, our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical settings we get inspired by.
Okay, so they are talking about Yasuke, because that's
Okay.
one of the criticisms
Yeah.
that was
Assassin's Creed Shadows is first and foremost designed to be an entertaining video game that tells a compelling historical fiction set in feudal Japan. Our team extensively collaborated with external consultants, historians, researchers, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform our creative decisions. So they are saying they included Ubisoft Japan, however small or big that section of Ubisoft is, Ubisoft. Despite these sustained efforts, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional materials have caused concern with the Japanese community. They mentioned it again here, so I do think this is a thing then. For this, we sincerely apologize. All game footage presented so far is in development, and the game will keep evolving until launch. Based on the constructive criticism we have received, we will continue our efforts until we put this game into your hands and beyond. We also want to clarify that while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by the creative teams in the interest of gameplay and entertainment. Consequently, we respectfully request that any criticism not be directed at our collaborators, both internal and external. And then this last section, creative liberties and historical inspirations. Well, we strive for authenticity, and the thing that drives me crazy about this, though, even though I applaud Ubisoft for doing this, the same people that say what snowflakes need a trigger warning on movies, this is the opposite kind of trigger warning to outraged gamers.
That's what I'm saying.
You
like,
know,
is it really
for art, for art.
That's
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what the
no? But I know I agree.
making?
I agree. What I'm saying though is just like
This is a trigger warning for anti-SJWs that they have to amend instead of just accepting the art in the fictional.
Can I ask you a question? If it was a white character, you think they would have been the same outrage?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
What? Really, Max?
No.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay.
yeah, I do. In Japan, yeah.
No,
If it was a
They
white
had
guy,
done-
nobody
if they
would
had
care.
done a male Japanese samurai and a female samurai Japanese, nobody would have said anything. I sincerely.
If it was a no. If it was a white guy instead of Yasuke, yeah, they would still. They're like there would not be the same level of outrage
No.
because a lot of the criticism you're seeing is they're using the buzzword, that dog whistle word of DEI.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean that's what it is, man. Like, come on.
And-
oh, that's fair.
Like this
I think it's louder. I
DEI.
think it is. I do think it's louder because it's a black man. But I do think there would. I do think someone would be.
There was
doing
no
that too.
outrage when Tom Cruise played a samurai.
That's what I'm saying.
That was before.
Before what, man?
Well, hold on.
That
One
was
of the
you
biggest
made
show-
years
hold on, hold on.
ago.
No, I can
There was
debunk-
some outcry during
no,
that.
I can debunk this right now.
There
right
was.
now. The biggest show of the year is Shogun, and that's about a
Mhm.
white guy coming to Japan. So, like, come on.
Bam.
So
Mic
if,
drop.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know that in that show.
Yeah, like Shogun, like it's
Oh,
one
that's
of the main plot points about a white guy coming to Japan from Europe.
yeah, but he's not
Uh,
doing anything great in that. Like
So-
that. If you read the books and watch the show, he doesn't do anything fantastic while he's over there.
That's
But
a good
there
point,
was
though,
no-
RJ.
there's
I
no
didn't
outrage.
see Shogun yet, so I didn't know that. No, but people did speak out against Tom Cruise in that role, though.
Before you carry on, let me bring this up, please. This is from 2017. Actually, I don't want to.
Samurai someday, but he died. See, he was brought to this.
He was a boss character in the game,
So that I could fight.
so it's
for
not like
Lord
he hasn't been in.
Nobunaga.
And this is a Japanese company
Who
that
do you
made this
fight
game,
for?
Team
That
Ninja.
spirit. I
I have to play this game.
Oh, Neo. Oh, I've heard of that.
Neo.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know he was in that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like he hasn't been in video games or media or Japanese books or comics or whatever.
Yeah. The Strange, that's what we're talking about. That's what people are upset about, that character, what you're talking about, an African became a samurai. People are upset that he's a playable character in the game, and they're discrediting him as a samurai. Even they're saying he wasn't a samurai. What are they saying? He held bags or something? Or
Yeah, they the same thing people do to discredit Kennedy. That she was just a coffee girl.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're saying is that he wasn't actually a samurai. He was a retainer for an actual samurai. Like, he was basically like a glorified assistant.
First of all, I think it's very disrespectful for you to compare this samurai to the likes of Kathleen Kennedy. This is an esteemed. I think that you're really downgrading him, and I'm really disappointed.
The guilt just coming off your brow. I see.
Okay, so Perp says RJ with the kill shot based. Can everyone give a hashtag based RJ in the chat if they think he? If we we could also have panelists that give a mic drop. I think that might be a mic drop moment of this episode, RJ. What about what was the show called? Shogun?
Yeah, Shogun.
Yeah, it has a white character. No one's complained. Yeah, I didn't realize that because I didn't see it yet.
Here's a article that came out 2 days ago from a Japanese historian.
Sure, I want to
find Yasuke once you finish that.
Yeah, I want to finish this last part here about creative liberties and historical inspirations. While we strive for authenticity in everything that we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historical events and figures. From its inception, the series has taken creative license and incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The representation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration of this. His unique and mysterious life made him an ideal candidate to tell an Assassin's Creed story with the setting in feudal Japan as a backdrop. I think because people do actually debate he is a historical figure, but debate his life, that even makes it more interesting and makes me even this makes me actually might want to get the Assassin's Creed game where I'm not like a huge fan of the series. You're not going to play it. No, this is interesting. Well, Yusuke,
sit on yourself.
No. I did get an Assassin's Creed game before, but I didn't play it much. But I am interested in this character, and I do want to watch the anime on Netflix now. I remember, I'm like, I saw this somewhere. I definitely want to watch the Netflix series for sure first. While Yusuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge that this is a matter of debate and discussion. We have woven this carefully into our narrative, and with our other lead character, the Japanese shinobi Naoi, who is equally important in the game. Our dual protagonists, they really stress equally in dual protagonists, provide players with different gameplay styles. They're basically saying, look, you have an issue, there's another character, which they shouldn't have to say to begin with, but they're saying that. And different gameplay styles. Oh, what you have? Go ahead, Voltaire.
So here's the thing. I just, first of all, I want to address Shogun. Okay, RJ, your point is valid. Shogun was a white guy. But let me tell you something. I read the books, and even if you watch the show, you don't have to read the books. They were mocking the white guy throughout that whole show and the books, how dirty he was, how uncivilized he was, how dumb he was. Okay? And he was shunned throughout the whole show. He was not put up as some
treated like a hero.
Not at all. Like, that's part of the brilliance of Shogun, quite honestly. So, and Perp, you watch Shogun, so you know I'm right.
It's not an exact equivalent, is what you're saying.
But the book was written by a white guy, right?
Yeah, the book was written by James Clavell. I've read all his books. I was a big fan. But he was a fan. He loved Asian culture, and he respected Asian culture. And I'm telling you, in Shogun, the guy was, I don't want to call him a hero. He just wasn't. I mean, watch the show. They mock him the whole time. He actually likes Asian culture better.
So if Yasuke was like treated like a retainer and like a bumbling idiot, they wouldn't care.
Unfortunately, I think that's maybe what he's alluding to.
Honestly,
that is part of prejudice.
So being a samurai, claiming the title of samurai, that's a big honor for the Japanese, right?
Yes.
And is he a samurai in the game?
Yes.
Well,
okay. So the guy in Shogun is not treated as a samurai. I'll tell you that right now.
He's being fair.
No, we don't know the whole story.
We'll invite you on, Perp. if you're available Thursday night and we do another mic drop,
Episode 5, the guest is Perp. That's
okay,
it.
There you
It's
go.
done.
That's it. Okay,
I want Perp. I want Perp on here because
Well,
he ignores my chat comments on his streams. I'd like him to have him in here so we can have him on the hot mic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I say, we don't know the story of the game though. Like they haven't really clarified what the story is and how Yasuke comes to be, how he's involved with any of this. Like that's what I'm saying. There's still stuff.
I'm honestly more intrigued because it has Yasuke in it. Because this historical
I think
figure,
it's a cool character. I think it's awesome.
is very interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me read the last part here. We greatly value your feedback and encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts respectfully. That's great. They said even to keep talking about it. Just be respectful. This is a great statement. Well, we understand that meeting everyone's expectation is very difficult. We sincerely hope that when Assassin's Creed Shadows launches on November 15th, players in Japan and around the world will appreciate the dedication, effort, and passion we have poured into it. And I am saying this is the opposite side's Harry Potter moment where everyone complains and then it gets released and it does gangbusters and is one of the best sellers of all time. Remember how everyone on that were extremely progressive had issued because it was a game created in J.K. Rowling's world, you know? Joe, we only have four people on for the mic drop. The hot I put hot mic, it's mic drop. So unfortunately
Joe,
this is the mic drop. Okay. All right. Well,
what are we dropping the mic on?
We're talking about Assassin's Creed video game.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We sincerely hope players in Japan and around the world will appreciate the dedication, effort, and passion we have poured into it, the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. So I love this message. I approve this message. I think it's expert. I think it's an expert message. What are your thoughts, Voltaire, Bruce, RJ?
I find it fascinating that they felt the need to issue this message.
I think that means it was loud and over there. Yeah.
I think what you said is much ado about nothing, just like with the Harry Potter game. It came out and did fine, but they still felt the need to issue this statement, which is fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I do have something. I just don't understand the outrage now. He's been ingrained in the culture for decades in media and comic books and anime and video games. So I just don't understand the outrage.
I do know what it is, and this is unfortunately a lot of this is where extreme prejudice seeps through, is because now you have to play that character. It's not like you're just watching the character, and this is where the biggest outrage from gamers unfortunately comes from. Just like they were outraged with The Last of Us, you have to play as that character. They don't want to be that character.
But it's so hilarious for decades.
That's what it is. I'm sorry.
The strongest characters in most fighting games, horror games, has always been the female characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, I put the link in the chat for the historian that came out this week about Yasuke.
Okay.
I don't follow video games, but is this another case of crybabies complaining that they're not a woman, but they gotta be a woman?
It went past that, Joe, because there was actually a statement from the game developer that people in Japan were also upset by it. Who knows how many, but they specifically addressed their Japanese audience twice. Right, Voltaire? If you're
even
that's why it's more than nothing.
Yeah.
Even though the character's been in media and media since 1968 in children's books and in Japan. So now all of a sudden people are upset.
I can tell you this. If people
why do you think that they address the Japanese audience? I'm asking.
I'm business, and that's what businesses do.
No, I think there was a reason. I don't think it was for nothing. I don't think it was just the American audiences that do anti-SJW everything. I think it.
And Bruce, to be clear, I'm not disagreeing with you. There's no legitimately good faith reason to be upset with this character. There's not. But the fact that they felt the need to address the Japanese audience is interesting to me. You know, I would think that they don't think that they don't think that's just a bunch of trolls, bombing it.
Max, there's a YouTube video of the guy going up and asking Japanese gamers about. It's in the private chat. It's about the last one.
We do have a super chat from Tony Movie Chappie District 9 Neil Blanco fan $1.99. What does Joe think of Catwoman movie?
The one with Halle Berry?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
What?
I have no desire to see it because Catwoman isn't in it.
It's called Catwoman.
I'm stunned you haven't seen that, Joe.
It's called Catwoman, but Catwoman isn't in it, so I didn't bother to see it.
Herb says, ain't no way Crazy Joe likes Catwoman. Okay.
Yeah, well, Catwoman isn't in the movie.
How so? Is she really not?
Catwoman is Selena Kyle. Selena Kyle is not in that movie. They made up a fake character who is not Catwoman. That's like if you put a movie out called Superman but didn't have Clark Kent in it. You had a plumber from Queens named Austin Johnson and you're like, this is Superman. That's not Superman.
Yeah, but when she was licking her paws like a cat, that was really good.
Yeah, no interest.
You ought to see the memorial statue of Yusuke. Okay. Let me see, and then we'll get to some reactions, and we do have some voicemails. Let me see.
It's the YouTube video.
I do have one thing to say about the playing is women. This was not an issue in 1982. People had no trouble playing as a woman in 1982.
Or Samus from Metroid.
So I'm just saying
they didn't reveal Samus was a woman until you beat the game.
Right, but I'm just saying we were
that was a bait switch for
we were stronger people in 1982. We're weaker now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Here is the interviewing Japanese people about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, I like this type of video, Bruce. But honestly, even if we watch through this and every single one he interviews says they're fine with it, it doesn't prove anything. Because you could cherry pick for your narrative. And honestly, it makes a better YouTube video if you include people.
He's more upset about Assassin's Creed than the people he asked the question.
Oh, he is actually?
Yes.
I thought he was
very upset.
Really? I thought
you're going to get people on the street and say, I'm upset that there's a black character in my video game. I mean, it's just not going to happen in Japan, Bruce.
They're not going to go on the record.
Anyway, go ahead. Let's watch.
Well, they don't show their faces.
To ask Japanese people what they think. What are their thoughts about the latest Assassin's Creed trailer? Ubisoft had just released the trailer last week, and I've seen many people over the internet sharing their opinions. I think that in this case, Japanese opinion matters a lot. Don't you guys think? So I brought my friend Sean with me. Say hello to them, Sean. Yeah. He's a dear follower who quickly became a friend of mine here in Japan. And he's going to help me with the interview.
All right.
しいですか。ちょっとはい。
大丈夫？
はい。じゃあお先によろしいですか。じゃあお先にちょっとこちらトレーラーの方を1分ぐらいほど見てもらって、その後にちょっと日本をこの表し方、表現はその適切だと思うから、ちょっと意見をくださればとお願いします。
What did you say?
Just show them the video.
Okay, sure. So here's the trailer of the game. Make sure you can hold it.
一応こんな感じですっていうことです。
The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river.
Okay.
Greed.
I'm just going to get to the end.
Do you think that the trailer that you just watched is actually a good representation, a good and accurate representation of Japanese people, history and culture?
今のトレーラーを見て、日本の文化や歴史の適切な表現だと、
This is painful, Bruce.
はい、表すには適切だと思いますか？どう思いますか？
まあそこまで日本の文化にすごく詳しいというわけではないんですけれども、特にそんなに違和感はなかったと思います。はい。
はい。なるほどです。
はい。
Good?
Good.
He's upset. He's upset.
He's like, what? Really?
That's what I'm saying. Like this whole video comes across as like he's
He's not
desperate
very
to get a negative
specific,
reaction.
but he doesn't say too much strange going on.
Too much strange going on. Okay, so what do you think about the characters that were depicted in the trailer? Do you think that they fit well the Japanese people future history?
This is not a flattering camera
トレー
angle.
ラーで、登場したキャラクターは日本の文化に、すいません。日本の文化を表す感じとか、まあ登場してなんかやっぱ変なのか、まあ大丈夫、別に問題はないかなって。
ああ、なるほど。まあでも、なんだろうな。難しい。そんなに違和感があったわけではないですけど、まあやっぱなんかそのちょっと海外チックな。
Well, you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
He does it to other people, and it's the same thing. They really don't care.
Yeah.
And then the next one is the Historian that came out 2 days ago.
Okay. Well, I kind of will move on from this though because it's getting late. Let me see.
Defending your camera.
Let me look. It's an article, so we could bring that up real quick. Okay. Japanese historian says there is no doubt that Assassin's Creed Yasuke was a samurai. Okay. This is from
the gist of it all is he was given a home, he was given land, and he was given a sword.
Yeah.
You know, only you if you were what was the word they called them before?
Gaijin?
No, I forgot what that he
was.
Whatever.
If you're given land and you're given a sword, that's a big deal.
Yes.
That's a huge deal in Japanese culture.
It is.
It seems like there's a lot of talk about Yasuke, a black man who served Oda Nobunaga. There are very few historical documents about him, but there's no doubt he was a samurai who served Nobunaga. Regardless of one's social status, if one's master promoted one to the rank of samurai, one could become one in medieval warring state society. Okay. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Should we get to the voicemails now? I'm sorry. It's a weird transition because
that is my favorite segment of the show, I have to admit. I love the voicemails, everybody.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to have this on air when I bring up the voicemails because I don't have anything else.
Like Lively in the film?
No, I made a different one. Oh no, here's the mic drop one. Okay. Let me bring up the voicemails. I got to share the screen here.
Everybody, send your voicemails in. No limits. We love them.
Yeah. And I forget how to do this. All right, hold on. I'm adding to the stage and then doing this. And now we're okay. Now it's covering. No, it's not.
Wow, this is very prepared.
Well, I haven't done it with this many people. I haven't done it with this many people on the thing before. Okay, see if you can hear this. Let me play this one.
Testing. Is this working now?
Can you hear it?
I can't believe I just called you.
Yes.
Like you're literally talking in my ear right now. I call you and you didn't answer the phone. You literally hit the F off button, and it was me. I'm hurt. That hurts my feelings.
Is that it? Thanks a lot, Chris. That was Chris.
Somebody coming at you.
I can't answer it if we don't have a voice. I can't answer when we don't have a voicemail.
Feel free to give Max the business on these voicemails. That's allowed.
Yeah. Or Voltaire. Okay, here's the next one.
Yes, hello, Maximilian. I thought I'd call into your pathetic show. This is Kathleen Kennedy from, Sally Smith from Ohio.
Sally Smith,
the whore.
Oh, sorry, just one moment. I'm in the coffee shop.
Oh, you're getting it for Spielberg?
Latte. That's an almond milk latte. And that my name is Kathy with a K. You put with a C. Get it right or I'll have your job. Anyway, I just wanted to say,
Karen Kennedy,
the Acolyte now, and I've given you Darth Plagueis. I've given you Hot Jedi Action. Eat it, all you man babies. Obviously, Disney Star Wars is in a good place, and anyone who doesn't think so is a man baby.
Wow.
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 Sally Smith from Ohio. God bless her.
Yes.
She's not wrong.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
I mean, she was giving the business to the girl at the Starbucks, but you know.
Yes. Karen Kennedy called in. I mean, what was her name?
Sally Smith, but
Sally Smith.
I thought it was Sally's follower.
Kennedy from, I don't know what's going on with Sally in Ohio, but you know.
All right. Here's.
Send her a bidet. She'll be happy.
All right. Let's mix it up here. All right. Let's see who this is.
Sally Smith again.
I just saw Bad Boys 4.
This is crazy. Whoa, he's breathing heavy.
I would just like to yell at every single person that decided to talk about these directors getting Spider-Man 4 instead of
I know that
trying to bring Barbara home. I'm really angry.
This is pretentious.
I'm really upset.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm leaving a voicemail. No,
How much weed did he smoke before this?
That's a mic drop.
Nobody. I'm not. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's a mic drop.
Thank God that caller had his spouse or his girlfriend, whoever that was in the background, sort of reeling him in, because that caller sounded very emotional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very emotional and very out there.
All right.
Thank you,
think
caller.
so far-
I mean,
I
now
think-
we don't know your name, but thank you, caller.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terp.
Yes, hello. This is Graham Wellington,
Oh,
long-time viewer, second-time caller. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the Acolyte.
Okay.
I was so
Thanks,
put
Graham.
off by all the sexuality in Star Wars
this
and
Coach?
the Acolyte series. I mean, the gentleman was nude,
He's
and the
calling you
young
from the
lady was
church.
staring at his crotch. It was basically monkeys making sex on each other.
Oh,
I don't
God.
understand what the point of this all is. And I guess degenerate lowlifes like yourself enjoy that kind of
Yes.
thing. But I find it personally offensive and lowbrow.
Lowbrow.
Graham, please. I don't appreciate that, Graham. I do like that. Get a life, Graham. Get a
Oh,
life.
come on. Graham is a regular caller.
Yeah.
Let's not insult our callers. Thank you,
I
Graham.
don't know,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Wellington.
That's what I'm here for, to insult people.
Mr. Wellington needs to get some himself, and then he wouldn't
Graham
be so
Wellington,
upset.
you know, come on.
Graham Wellington, get yourself some.
Graham
so
Wellington and Sally Smith, thank you, our most regular callers. And Cal.
all right, so we have another part here.
Sorry about that. I had something in my throat. Anyway, so
Ew.
I've kind of
Ew.
held back from watching Bad Boys 4 in the theater. It didn't need my help. The movie did fantastic box office wise. I've been hearing great things. So I decided to check it out today. And yeah, I think it's time to let go of Batgirl.
What?
I think it's,
Oh, my God.
No.
I'm really excited to see what James Gunn has in store when it comes to Barbara and her many adventures that would entail. So yeah, I'm ready to go Batgirl.
Oh boy, that's
Very
sad.
emotional.
The Bat-
Thank you, caller. Thank you for sharing.
The biggest release, the Batgirl simp is now letting go of Batgirl. And
I'll never let go.
Give it to me, James Gunn. Give it to me. Give me RJ, what do you think of all that? What do you think of our callers?
They're great.
Oh, they're great. Great.
I think they're yes, callers. We love you all.
Cram
Sorry,
Graham.
I'm playing Marvel Rivals right now because I couldn't wait any longer.
Oh, look at him gloating. Let him glow. Graham Wellington, stand-up comedian.
He is a stand-up gentleman. He is a gentleman. Come on.
Okay.
Let's be fair.
I think I have one topic in the mailbag for the hot mic or the mic drop. Why do I keep saying the hot mic? Okay, let me see here. Wow, my It really helps when you put "I was wrong about something" because I'm getting a lot of views on our trailer reaction, Bruce.
What happened?
I put "I was wrong" as the title. I was wrong about Rebel Moon at the first part of my reaction, and people are watching it a lot because I said I was wrong.
Wrong about what part?
About Rebel Moon. I was wrong about it.
No,
After
really?
I watched
You thought it was good?
No, I thought it was bad, and I didn't care. I didn't
Or
think
then
I
you
cared
were
about.
right. No, you
and
were
then
right.
I thought I didn't care about the director's cut, and then I rewatched the trailer with Bruce, and now I'm really looking forward to it.
You had it right the first time.
Okay.
So is the director's cut like 3.5 hours?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna watch it just because I'm gonna give Zach a chance, but I know there's some sexy time scenes in it, but
Yeah, sexy time.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. It's not the hot mic. I don't know. I meant to put mic drop.
Yeah, well.
I messed up the name of our own show. I put it on the I put it on the thumbnail. Make Marvel great
Hot
again.
Mike is actually I like Hot Mike too.
He made Marvel great again by selling all his stocks and quitting. You're a quitter, Perlmutter. You're a quitter.
Was it ever not great?
It's not been great.
No.
It's been good. It's not been great lately.
I don't think I would agree with that.
Oh well. Chubby Teddy Monster Productions. Max, do you think Alien Covenant was a proper sequel to Prometheus, or did the studio advise to make it more like Alien too soon? I think they did make it so they were very reactionary to Prometheus, too much, giving Ridley Scott too many notes, and it was too much like the first Alien, and it lost its specialness that Prometheus had.
I agree with you, Chubby Teddy. I think that's exactly what happened.
It wishes it was like the first Alien.
What, Prometheus?
Alien Covenant. I mean,
it's not as good, but it's still quality.
No, but his point is they tried to make it like Alien, like with a lot of hot alien action, aliens attacking people. Whereas Prometheus wasn't your typical alien movie.
I mean, basically, Prometheus was a role of Charmin, and Alien Covenant was a role of Angel Soft. I mean, call them what you want; they were both still toilet paper.
Oh man,
I respectfully disagree, Joe. Even though, but this is the hot mic, so you can say what you like.
No, it's the mic drop.
Mic drop. See, Max.
All right, so we'll just do a little bit of good news.
This is a
Twitter
well-produced show.
And call it a night. First off, I have real problems here with Cobra Kai. I have real problems.
Here we go.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. This isn't spoilers, but all the people that said, why can't Star Wars respect its characters like Cobra Kai? Have you seen the 3rd, 4th, and 5th season? It is horrendous. And yes,
wait.
The Acolyte.
What's the current season? Season 6?
No, season 5. I don't know.
Okay, I'm only one episode in, but seasons 3 and 4 have been great.
The Acolyte is so superior to this show, and I cannot believe people are so on board for this. All right, so still,
I don't know if I.
It is so. It is so cheesy, uncomfortably cheesy that I can't even watch some. Last season, my wife was rolling her eyes. I'm not even telling my wife to watch this one. Me and Bruce were watching it. It was so cringe-inducing, especially Kreese. I think the major problems is they've gone too many seasons. It's ridiculous that teenagers are still fighting in all these public places and not getting arrested. I think they should arrest. I think they should arrest all of them.
These kids look like they should be parents. They don't look like they're in high school anymore.
Yeah, they're all these kids should be arrested. All of them. They're all causing nuisance in all these public places.
And then the creepy guy in the woods. Oh,
yes.
I can't spoil it. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Dr. Strange. I was the one that subscribed to YouTube Red because I heard this. I love Karate Kid franchise. This has gone on too long. Every scenario seems ridiculous at this point because they keep fighting over and over and over. It seems silly at this point. They should all of these kids should be in juvie, every single one of them. And then John
they broke a kid's back already. Stop it! Yeah. You're being influenced by Brucifer. Stop.
And then Johnny Lawrence's character, one of the best parts of this show, Johnny Lawrence's character is a complete wuss now.
Stop spoiling the show. Stop it.
He's being a good guy. He's not as interesting.
Whoa,
as
you're spoiling the show, Max.
That's the last few seasons. That's the last few seasons. He's having
Well, many people probably haven't had a chance to watch this current season.
Yeah, I'm one episode in.
No, it's super cheesy, Cheeseman. Super cheesy.
I don't agree at all.
It's always been cheesy.
I think it's been a phenomenal show since the beginning.
No,
it's been a lot of fun, right? It's
I love it. I think it's really good. I mean, I haven't finished
and I do take offense to. There's a certain scene that they do something with
kids.
Miyagi. I'm not going to mention it. But I was like, this is disgusting. I don't like this at all. It was meant for a joke, the scene, and I was like, this is gross. Like, I did not like it whatsoever. I think it totally disrespects Mr. Miyagi's teachings, to be honest, at this point. It's no longer about people defending themselves. It's more about rich kids getting away with whatever they want to.
Stop.
And not going to juvie.
Some of the kids are poor. Yes, they have brawls at water parks and at Dave and Buster's.
No, it's gone too far. It's ridiculous now. It's so unbelievable, unplausible. It's past. I'm sorry. This show, for all you Acolyte haters, and the reason I'm saying that is because you've said this is the gold standard. When people had problems with Luke Skywalker, and they said Jake Skywalker, why can't it be like Cobra Kai, where they respect the old characters and hand it off to the new ones? And this is why, because it ends up like this dumpster fire of season 5. I'm not overreacting. I don't even want to finish.
I think that you are coping, that people don't like the Acolytes, or you're
no.
Yes, RJ, you're correct.
No, you cannot.
RJ.
You're fine to not like the Acolyte, RJ. I'm not criticizing you.
I don't think you truly think that.
No, I'm upset because they say this is the gold standard, and this gold standard is bullshit.
Oh my goodness!
It's complete junk. This is no standard of anything.
With the potty mouth.
It's junk.
This is a kid show.
No, I cannot believe people still think the show is amazing.
This is not a kid's show.
Are you watching the same thing as I am? Everyone that has every issue with all these other shows, like The Acolyte and all these other Disney Plus shows, and then they prop up this show that is lost its way, complete garbage. Thank goodness they're ending it and they're making a movie. Because, yes, I love the first couple seasons. They were fun. It was still cheesy, but now it's just stupid. Sorry.
All right, everybody, I want to say something.
And that is a mic drop.
It is a mic drop, but I want to tell everybody, the viewers of the mic drop, before you send your cards, letters, and faxes to me, I was not aware that Max was going to discuss this topic. It's a real Pearl Harbor type of situation.
No, this is why
I will watch the show so that I can discuss it with him with more accuracy next time.
Fine. I will finish it for you. I've watched 3 episodes. Bruce is like, I'm going to leave now. I don't even want to watch the rest of this. He was done. He's like, let's put the Steam Deck on and play some video games. This is garbage. I can't watch any more of this.
Okay, well,
I was feeling it too. No, it's
I highly enjoyed the first 4 seasons.
Listen,
I did not highly enjoy the first 4.
Mai Tais.
I enjoyed the first 2. The 3.
Yeah, ice cream, and I had a milkshake.
The 3 was okay. The 4 I had severe issues with, but I'm like, okay, they're going to end it, and hopefully they're going to end it strong. It's not that. They're not ending it strong. It's silly. It's stupid. It's nonsense. Everything they claim about all these other shows that complain about. I'm sorry. And I apologize, Joe, if you like it. I hate this show.
Oh, I love it. I think it's one of the best shows around.
I agree.
It's gotten worse.
No, the writing.
It's a very entertaining show.
The dialogue is so cringe. I can't even think.
The only way
good writing in these shows.
The only way they will let me down, and no spoilers. I haven't seen past episode 1 yet, so no spoilers. The only way they'll let me down is if Hilary Swank does not show up this season.
Oh yeah, if she doesn't show up, that would be
because they've had every other Karate Kid movie represented, and she's just got to show up. And I heard this one Dave Perillo was telling me this season is really delving into the history of Mr. Miyagi.
And it sucks.
So I'm wondering if that means they're going to bring up the army buddy that she's the daughter of. So I don't know.
Yeah, Max, that Vietnam backstory that they shared for the first time, that was brilliant. That was wonderful.
Yeah, now it's gotten silly. It's gone silly. They've gone overboard with it.
Max, Karate Kid 3 was about a guy who was a billionaire and he shut his business down to go after a teenager.
And then
they've always been silly.
This is another level of stupid that I can't handle. And then the new it was like worse than the worst episode of Power Rangers when they introduced one of the villains with the worst prosthetics I've ever seen, making a person look older.
You and Bruce for drinking your Mai Tai.
No. When you see this, it's horrible. It's the worst makeup job I've ever seen. Like, why? Oh my!
Getting pedicures, whatever you guys were doing.
I did no pedicures for me.
I get pedicures. I do get pedicures. There's nothing wrong with that. I recommend it.
That.
What the hell?
Look at my.
Jeez, Max, you're very flexible. Hey, ladies, look at that.
Hey, look at this.
Jesus, you really are flexible. Good golly.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm looking at my
this is longer than
that looks like somebody else's foot. Wow.
I'm looking at my YouTube feed here. Taylor Gonzalez, John Campia's old intern, saw an early screening of Transformers 1 2 months early.
They love it. I'm really looking forward to that movie. All right, but that's my Cobra Kai. If you really like it, fine. Here's my final statement on this bullshit. If you like it, that's fine. I'm happy for all the people that are getting better jobs and getting paydays for this. That's fine. But don't come to me acting like this is the effing gold standard, because it's not. This ain't no gold standard of anything.
No, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the gold standard.
No, this is no good gold standard about how to hand off old characters to new. Oh God, this is what happens when you're too nostalgic, when you don't let go of the old characters ever, and they're staying around, and it becomes cringe. They didn't do any handoff at all.
I don't believe there's any such thing as cringe. I don't believe in cringe.
I definitely do.
But I do believe in Black Manta.
All right.
Don't be jealous.
I apologize. I've lost my way on this one.
Yeah,
okay, so
I do not want to associate with this channel after that.
What are you talking about? You were on board with the.
This is a mic drop. He gave a mic drop.
You playing with your feet on stream, dude.
That was impressive.
That
was not impressive.
You were not complaining about my feet Saturday night, so. We were both sleeping. That's why I didn't complain.
And for the record, I have standards. I would never.
Oh my lord! It's 1 a.m.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it was that late.
RJ, Joe, Bruce, Voltaire, has anyone watched Superman Lois?
Yes,
I've seen every episode.
I've watched the show. I've heard of it though.
I really want to. I'm glad it's getting a 4th final season.
I'm glad James Gunn allowed it.
And I will. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say this is the best TV version of Superman we've ever had.
I will go further than that. This is the best Clark in TV and film that we've ever had.
That's crazy talk.
I want to watch more. I only saw some of season 1. I think she's a great Lois, and I think he's a better Clark than Superman. Yeah.
He's pretty damn good.
No, I mean, I didn't see enough of his Superman though, because I only watched like 4 episodes.
I will say this: season 3, the first 2 seasons are great. Season 3 was great most of the way through, and then they crapped the bed in the last couple episodes of season 3.
Mm-hmm. They'll probably be my favorites. I'm just kidding, Joe.
They introduced look, you got the picture right in front of you. They introduced the most boring plot device character ever created.
Oh, okay. So that's what I was going to say. A new Superman Lois season 4 trailer sets a massive storyline for the final season DC TV drama involving the Man of Steel and Doomsday. You're sick of this?
I hope to God that they dispense with Doomsday in the first episode of season 4, because if season 4 is
I
all
agree.
about Doomsday, season 4 is
sick
going
of
to
Doom-
suck.
I'm sick of Doomsday.
Yeah. Doomsday wasn't good in the comics. He wasn't good in the comics. He
Nope.
wasn't a character. He was a plot device. It was we need something to kill Superman. Oh, super powerful thing in the Earth's core just busts out and beats him to death. Oh, great. How long did it take you to think that up? 5 minutes?
RJ, are you tired of Doomsday as well, Voltaire?
100% yes. I think he's way too.
I haven't watched the show.
It's time to use other characters besides Doomsday. I want to see
Where's
Bizarro,
Brainiac, everybody?
Black. I want to see Livewire. It's time for other characters at this point.
Okay.
I mean, listen. I think they're going to tell an interesting story with this. I think that the acting looks. I mean, it's a very dark trailer. I was kind of surprised that they're taking a very dark tone for this trailer, which I'm cool with. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I wish the show. I want the show to end strongly for all the fans who love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wish that James Gunn would give them 2 jobs in the DCU. Give them characters to do play in it, because they're really good actors.
Well, this is what both Joe and RJ and Bruce were talking about. Now seen for the first ever fan screening of Transformers 1. Social reactions. So they're doing a fan screening too. I thought it was just for critics, but the reception
and the critics, yeah.
But the reception is amazing, right, RJ? What can you say about what you've been hearing all on social media about this movie?
Saying that this is surprisingly better than what the trailer may have led you think. It's a darker story than people may be expecting. It's very emotional. I've been hearing talk that this might be up there for best animated movie of the year.
Yes.
Not that it will be the best animated movie of the year, but up there. It's like going to be.
I can't wait.
After the trailer, I'm not surprised. I mean, that trailer blew us away. So,
but you don't like animation that much, Joe, unless it's
what do you mean?
You like 3D animation. You don't like 2D animation.
What are you talking about?
You
don't put words in his mouth. Come
no,
on.
I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but you're not a fan of some superhero cartoons, you call them, right?
Well, the trailer got a bit of a
maybe I misunderstood, Joe. I thought you didn't
I don't even know where you're coming from with this.
With superhero shows, you don't watch the cartoons as much, right?
Well, the trailer got a bit of a mixed reception because some people didn't like how jokey it was. People wanted to see, because the story of Megatron and Optimus's relationship is a very dark story, right? So, from what the people who saw the movie said, they said that the movie is surprised. They said the first half is kind of slow, but after the first half, it becomes very gritty, very dramatic, and very heartfelt.
Gritty? Really?
I apologize if I misrepresented your opinion, Joe. I thought you.
I don't even know where you're coming from with that.
Well, we were talking about like superhero shows, and then like X-Men '97 came up or something. You don't watch them as much.
I hated X-Men, the original X-Men. So
and some other shows that we were talking about, and we talked about animated, and you didn't follow them as much.
Well, I don't like bad animated shows.
Okay.
What do you constitute as bad animated shows, though?
Well, like all those Marvel shows in the '90s, they looked like shit. Like, I mean, they had terrible animation.
What?
Like they, to be fair, if they had come out at another
Spider-Man the animated series,
yeah. But to be fair, if they had come out at a different era, if they had come out like in the early '80s or something.
Did you see what this show just did to me? He acted like I was crazy for misrepresenting his opinion. He just said all those shows look horrible.
Well, yeah, because you're saying I don't like 2D animation. Like, I mean, I'm super excited. I've been posting all over social media and screaming from the rafters about how wonderful it is that they're finally putting out the complete series of Super Friends on Blu-ray.
That's good animation?
That's from a different era. You can't put something like X-Men on the TV in the 1992.
I gotcha.
No, I'm sorry. You cannot put something like X-Men on the TV in 1992 while Fox has Batman the Animated Series, which is pure art, and not have comparison. One looked amazing and one looked like garbage.
But then you're propping up Super Friends.
Yes, because that was from a different era. If that came out in the 90s, that would have looked like garbage.
There was a lot of good character design in X-Men '97. I'm sorry, in Spider-Man. It was just a different style. That's all.
It didn't look good.
Okay. All right. You made me lose my train of thought.
Mic drop, everybody. This is the mic drop.
Yeah, I'm very happy about this. We are going to end soon. So apparently Kevin Conroy is Batman in Multiverses. I've been playing it a little bit. I want to start playing Friends, Bruce, RJ, Voltaire, if he ever gets a PlayStation.
You suck at video games.
I do not suck at video games. Fighting games, it's harder because of my wrist injury.
I have surgery.
Stop making fun of a disabled individual, Brucifer, please.
Yes, you do. You've had surgery too, Bruce, but
I
this
had
is
2
my
surgeries
wrist.
on my hand. All right, so I don't know. I want to hear that. Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Right.
my hand, you little pussy?
Well, I didn't have surgery. I just have a brace. But
Sorry.
anyway, Batman in Multiverses, and then what's the new characters? RJ, do you know the new characters?
So this season, last season they added Joker and Agent Smith from the Matrix, and this season they're adding Samurai
Beetlejuice.
Jack. Yeah, and this season they're adding Samurai Jack and Beetlejuice.
That's awesome.
Beetlejuice, that's great.
Apparently, also they're gonna.
Hey.
I was gonna say some other future characters they're gonna be adding. They're gonna be adding the Powerpuff Girls. They're gonna be adding
my hand. Yeah. Sorry.
Marceline from Adventure Time. A couple others I'm forgetting right now off the top of my head, but yeah, the game keeps growing. They keep doing some pretty cool stuff with it, so it's one to keep an eye out on for sure.
This is good news. Chipotle is bringing back chicken al pastor.
What's Chipotle?
Chipotle.
You don't know what?
Has anyone tried Kava?
No, you said Chipotle. I never heard
Kava
of
is
Chipotle.
superior to Chipotle.
Look,
Everybody,
look,
go to
I'm
Kava.
not going to tell anyone, this country grants you the freedom of religion. So I'm not going to tell anyone how to worship. But if your church has a chicken for a pastor, I think you need to go to a new church.
Boom, boom. We welcome that level of humor on the mic drop.
Yes.
Yes. It's the norm here.
Anyway, Kava, everybody, go check out Kava if you have one in your town.
Kava's.
I need to use this as a mic drop when people are like, "Oh my god, here we go."
In the film.
Oh god.
Just like that. That was, I believe that in the film.
Oh god.
Just like that. That was.
I can't wait for this movie.
Oh yeah. I'll just talk to you, Max, after the stream about stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hate how your family stops giving you money on your birthday as you get older. Like, I need it more now than I did when I was 7, Susan. I'm starving.
What?
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Yes.
Talking about the current economical disaster in this country.
Here's Peter Cushing catching up on quality reading 1975 with a creepy magazine. That's an interesting photo. He's got a glove on and everything.
Yeah, he's all fancy pants.
Mm-hmm. New look at the Penguin. Is everyone's
It looks like a Walmart Punisher or
oh really?
Walmart Kingpin.
I'm probably
Walmart
not even,
Kingpin.
I'm probably
I'm
not
very
gonna watch.
excited for the.
You're
I'm
not
very
going to watch,
excited.
Joe?
Probably not.
You didn't like the Batman?
I hated it. I absolutely
What?
hated it.
Oh my god.
Well, RJ, can you give a little update on this? They're saying it's directly after the Batman.
Sorry, what was your question? I was just overwhelmed by Joe's bad take. What's up?
If you could give a little update, you
Mic
probably
drop.
not heard the update on this from Matt Reeves' camp that this is going to be directly after the Batman.
So yeah, he basically was going over how this TV show takes place right after the movie, and it's going to lead right into the second movie. But
So
also,
it's very integral, at least is what he's promoting it as.
yeah.
But they also might do prequel. They also might do like prequel flashback stuff too. From what I don't know. It's
Well, look at that first comment right there. That's
Where's
it.
Batman?
Yeah, where's Bat? How is these subsidiary shows going to do without Batman?
I
Very-
think Batman's going to be in this.
What, Robert Pattinson
Yes.
on the small screen? RJ,
I think
Well,
Matt Reeves get him to do it.
Well, this is. You have to watch this to watch before you watch Batman too. So, and
I don't think it's Robert.
he was in New York City at the time of the filming of this.
I'd be shocked if Robert Pattinson's agents let him do regular TV.
Why?
Maybe that's why they moved it to
He's one
HBO
of
and
the
not Max.
Jason
Maybe that's why
Momoa was on Peacemaker.
Yeah, but that's Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I don't think Jason Momoa is the same caliber actor.
Jason Momoa is a bigger actor.
He is a big actor.
How many billion-dollar movies has Jason Momoa been in? How many billion-dollar movies has Robert Pattinson been in?
I think Robert Pattinson fancies himself a more quote unquote legitimate actor, but I could be wrong. I'll be surprised though.
Who do you like better, the Penguin or Kingpin?
So I'm against getting good-looking, in shape actors and making them fat and ugly. Get a fat and ugly actor, okay, please. What's his name? The guy who plays a Kingpin. Stop it, Max. The guy who plays a Kingpin. That's D'Onofrio. That's how he looks. But to take Colin
I didn't do
Farrell,
anything. Why you tell me to stop?
Well, hold on. Vincent D'Onofrio,
heartthrob.
he's pretty skinny now.
Well, but still,
Yeah, I was available for the Penguin. Everyone.
He looks like Jerry Seinfeld's cousin. If you ever watched Jerry Seinfeld, all right. I'm against it.
How I Met Your Mother is in here. That actress from How I Met Your Mother.
Well, yeah. So it's going to dive into the crime families of Gotham, like the Maronis and the Falcones and all that. So
Joe's getting big woke. Joe's getting big sleepy Joe right now. Oh man, I didn't mean to bring up Biden. Yeah. Big sleepy Joe looking at the Penguin. Looking at the Penguin show.
Don't you mean Biden?
I
see what I did there.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys didn't talk about that. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the show. It comes out September. Can't wait. Should be getting a new trailer on Saturday, so it should be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm going to watch every episode.
Hopefully, it's better than the movie.
This is the movie that.
All right, this is my time to bow out of your good news of Twitter or whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
hey, did you share the good news I sent you the other day? I sent you good news at Twitter.
I don't know.
I don't know if you
remember.
used it.
I don't know.
Oh,
well, thank you, Bruce.
I sent you
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks for coming, Bruce.
He always does.
I sent you the best good news at Twitter you've ever had the other day.
I don't remember.
Well, it's there.
Well, here that's a great pause on Ryan Reynolds there.
Why are you playing this? We don't care about soccer.
I don't know.
Hello, Australia.
We're here to. Sorry, hold on. Teleprompter went a little fast there. Rob, if you back it up. Okay, I need my glasses on. There we go. Okay, it's a little.
Don't worry about it. I got this. Listen, we just wanted to say how excited we are that Deadpool and Wolverine is opening down under July 25th.
Lovely.
We really wish we had the opportunity to bring our promotional tour to my home country, but it was logistically impossible.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Australia it's one of my favorite places on the entire planet. But we felt that it's not a big enough market to get on a plane for like 100 hours only.
Oh, Ryan.
To blow through a few radio stations and take a picture at the Sydney Sweeney Opera House. It's kind of a giant waste of time. Just from an accounting perspective.
That's simply not true. Australia's the greatest place to live and to visit. It was don't listen to him. It was a scheduling problem. It was an issue of
common sense for the most part.
Okay, I get it. That's not that funny. Hopefully, the movie's funnier than that. I didn't watch it ahead of time. All right, let me see what else I have here. I don't know. Oh, this is what Bruce was trying. Oh, we should bring this up while Joe's here. So Bruce was trying to say, you know what? Even the Flash rated better on Metascore than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nobody uses Metacritic. That's what I don't
No. So what's your interpretation of this on Metacritic? Deadpool and Wolverine's only got 54 and Flash has 55. Bruce was alluding that the Flash was a superior movie.
I don't know what the hell Metacritic is.
Metascore.
Metacritic.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is, but I do know that The Flash is one of the top 10 best superhero movies I ever saw. So Deadpool and Wolverine, that's a high bar. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a better film. I follow this guy, Moonlight Warrior. I think he and I bonded over our love of
the Flash supremacy. Yeah, that looks like it. The Flash supremacy. Okay. Well, I loved it that I watched it with you, Joe, for my first time. You and Bruce.
Very special time for him.
Yeah.
He'll remember it forever.
Yeah. Dan Stevens and Cuckoo or Cuckoo. What is
Cuckoo? Yeah, Cuckoo or
Cuckoo.
Isn't he the guy who played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, yes. He's doing Adam Wingard's movie.
He's playing a flute.
Yeah, the movie stars Hunter Schafer.
Go back one picture, Max. What was he playing a flute? What is that?
Mm-hmm. This looks like a horror movie, right? I don't know.
Looks like a perp movie.
A perp movie?
It is. It is a perp movie. How'd you know?
Okay, so this Mutant Menace got blocked by Zack Snyder.
Oh my goodness.
Well, do you know why?
Yes.
Good accomplishment.
Click on that tweet.
Yes.
They ratioed Zack Snyder.
Yeah, director's cut of a film he had full control over. He's such a fraud.
Look how many likes that got.
It's not
Max,
wrong.
Max, would you like to tell the audience how many likes that got?
It got
70,000.
And
Would you like to know how many
3.8.
likes Zach got on his trailer, on his own post?
No.
Go to the right. Click on the button.
Oof. Ratio.
You can't
Wow.
ratio it. You can't ratio on Twitter.
Yes, you can.
No,
Well,
you
I'm just
can't.
saying
There's no dislike button.
Well, here's the thing. What it means, Joe, is that there was a backlash to that trailer.
Yeah. So hey, as a Gen Z person, RJ, explain ratioing.
Ratio is when you have more dislikes than likes, but there's no dislike button
it's
on
not,
Twitter.
not on Twitter. It's not.
Well, on Twitter, it means something different. It means you have more retweets and likes in the post that you're quote tweeting.
Well, what does that mean, though?
It doesn't. The point being, Joe, is
That a
there was
rando
backlash to the trailer.
rando got more likes than a director releasing a director's cut of his film.
Oh well,
It kind of is embarrassing, and then he blocked her.
Yeah, well, the movie's embarrassing.
This is a bit harsh.
No, I'm serious. The Zack Snyder hate is alive and well. I'm sorry.
Well, I think
Really-
people are. Well, okay. Can I get my thoughts on?
Can we stop you? I'm just
Yes,
kidding. Go ahead,
you
Archie.
could. You could. I mean,
You could.
It's
I
the
could
mic
stop you.
drop. Give your thoughts.
So you're saying I thought that the trailer for the director's cuts actually looked really good, but I
Yes.
understand what I said in your comment section.
And I didn't think it was going to be. Yeah.
Here's the thing. There never should have been PG-13 cuts to begin with. It was a complete waste of time. They were clearly inferior versions that never should have been released in the first place. The versions that you're getting August 2nd should have been the only versions ever released in the first place.
Jade says director's cuts.
And I think it's very cynical and scummy of Netflix to try and recreate the Snyder Cut hype, to try and recreate the Snyder Cut marketing campaign, because it's not working. There's a clear backlash to this because people aren't falling for it. And I think it's very cynical of them to market this as Zack Snyder's true vision when this was always the plan.
When they said True Vision, that was cringy to me. And I know Joe doesn't like when I say cringe,
But I'm saying,
but even as a Zack fan, I'm like, really? When you say True Vision, you're alluding that you were somehow hampered,
yes,
or prevented from showing that in your other version.
It's very misleading. It's very cynical. I think it's beneath Zach, and I hope that this never happens again. Because I think
the marketing has
this
been
release
pretty bad.
strategy was a marketing blunder, in my opinion.
And I do think people aren't going to give it a shot.
I
because
think
of it.
normies are not going to
They
check
moved
this out.
on.
This is really
Yeah.
just for the diehard Zach fans.
No, this
Because
is a
they
mistake.
bungled
This is a miscalculation by them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell them
bad
it's
marketing. Zach, I love you, but bad marketing, and I even though
Never
I was
do this again.
I was
They
surprisingly
should have released them alongside one another. If anything.
I was surprisingly
don't do it
impressed
at
by
all.
the
Just release
director's
one version
cut,
of the movie.
but saying True Vision, it is definitely alluding that you didn't get to do the first time.
Why did I waste my
And
time
it's-
watching that first round of it? You know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think it's just very cynical on Netflix's part, and I think it's disappointing. I think it's completely, it's a marketing blunder, it's marketing manipulation, and I really don't like it.
Well, they did say he's a fraud. That's kind of harsh, but this is honestly tame from what I've seen on Twitter.
That is harsh.
But it is kind of tame for Twitter though, or X.
True.
The extended cut of his tweet
Well,
with
that's another
lawyers out of the
problem.
water.
I agree. Like the director's cuts are coming 7 months later at this point. Like who cares?
Yeah.
Broadly, like at this point, who cares outside of the diehard Zach fans?
It's a mistake, no question.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought that was interesting, and yeah.
Or Twilight of the Gods, though. I think that's going to be fire.
No, I still think he does good, but I wish he would take criticism better than that, honestly, too.
So far,
Okay.
I've been blocked by Grace Randolph.
Good for you.
I have been blocked by Tyrone Magnus, and For some reason, I got blocked by the dude. I think I know why. I got blocked by the dude who runs Shatner's Twitter. I think because I exposed him. I exposed him because he said something. Everyone was getting upset. Oh my God! Did you see what William Shatner said? And I said, guys, that's not William Shatner. He has someone who runs his social media. Brent Spiner said it at a convention. And then next thing I knew, I was blocked. So I guess
you don't think a 90-year-old man is running his own Twitter?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I guess whoever the social media guy who has the Twitter handle for
he didn't want people
Shatner
knowing,
was like, you can't expose that I'm not. But Brent Spiner told everyone it wasn't Shatner.
Look at Joe. Rattling cages, everybody.
Jade, I like this actress as Galadriel. I think she's a superior Galadriel than the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I agree with Jade. She looks like a bit of a Karen.
What?
She's not better than the original Galadriel. Stop it.
He blocked me because I gave him shit when he said that the Eternals was woke because it had gay people in it, and I went off on him.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
So who here watches Rings of Power?
Big woke
RJ, do you
Joe
watch
stand
Rings
for that.
RJ, do you watch Rings of Power? No.
Nope. I have no interest.
Why? You like Lord of the Rings?
I have no interest.
You like fantasy?
I like Lord of the Rings. I like fantasy. Just wasn't interested in the show, to be honest with you.
Well,
you didn't miss much.
Even Galadriel's
I have high hopes.
gets a shiny new upgrade.
I'm hoping that they'll right the ship in season 2.
Look, it looks like
I heard season 1 was
look.
awesome.
It looks like she's reacting to you, Voltaire, saying that she looks like a Karen. See, look how ethereal and magical she looks here, and she's looking off the distance, and she's like, "What did you say, Voltaire?"
Yeah.
What did you say?
Her hair is
Voltaire?
too long to
Jade?
be a Karen. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she's looking right at you. Say, "You calling me a Karen, Voltaire?" And Jade?
Gotta stop using Karen as a negative.
Well,
it's
not fair.
I
to
agree with
people
Jay.
named
Like
Karen.
if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, that show had so much promise, and just kind of missed the spirit of what
it
you
hit
would
it for
want.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christine said it was better than House of the Dragon.
No, hell
know
no.
about that.
She said they were both fantastic, but this was more family friendly, so she could share this with the kids, and she can't share House of the Dragon with the
That's
kids.
fair.
So
Well, that's wonderful. That's really good.
Makes this better.
Yeah, that's a valid point, and that's really important too.
Here's a new image. What do you think of the 7 Dwarven rings for Rings of Power? This is a new poster. Premieres August 29th. New season. I'll be watching. What?
No, Figure Drawing made a very good point. Like, he called me out here. Normally, Karens have the bob cut traditionally.
My cousin Karen has long hair.
But RJ and Voltaire and Joe, you didn't see this poster. Now does this
I'm
poster
gonna
get you
watch
hyped?
it, man. I'm gonna watch it. I watched every episode. I'm going to watch. I love Lord of the Rings, so
this poster here looks really cool. The 7 Dwarven
there's
rings.
moments.
That's interesting.
I
like when
promise
they
you.
went to- Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was going to say, I promise you, Christine will be watching, but I will not be.
So, like when they went to the dwarves' kingdom, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. That looked wonderful. There's certain things in it that look wonderful, and it captures it. But then there's other things that just completely just are off the mark.
So Peter Docter officially reveals that Andrew Stanton and McKenna Harris are directing Toy Story 5. Stanton previously directed WALL-E, Finding Nemo, and co-wrote all 4 Toy Story films. So that's a good history there.
Is Tim Allen coming back?
Well, of
course, yeah.
Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Plus, he's still working on their Santa Claus show, so I would imagine he's going to stay.
Anthony Cheeseman says it's going to be Finding Nemo's Baby is the next Nemo movie. I don't know.
I don't see Tim Allen being the kind of guy.
Can you leave Biden alone? He dropped out, Cheeseman. Leave him alone.
He's talking about Finding Nemo.
No, his icon.
His avatar.
I will say Andrew Stanton being involved in this makes me more excited and optimistic.
Yeah. I didn't really like Toy Story 4.
Oh, it's my favorite of them.
Toy
I'll
Story
rewatch
4 is
it.
great.
I mean, I didn't hate it or anything.
I mean, Toy Story 4, I don't know if it's my favorite of all the movies, but it's really good.
What about Lightyear, Joe?
I love Lightyear better than all the Toy Stories movies.
Lightyear. I've always said no Pixar film ever has lended itself to a sequel better than Lightyear. I hope that
it was
they
great sci-fi.
Yeah, I hope they go back and do a Lightyear too.
Can I give my thoughts on Lightyear?
Sure.
I think it was a complete disappointment, and it was one of the most miserable movie experiences of my life. I hated that movie.
Mic drop.
I really disliked it. I think the first 30 minutes is brilliant, but then once the villain is revealed, the movie completely falls apart. Like the third act is dreadful. Like the movie falls apart when the twist happens. It blew me away just how bad that was. I was so disappointed with what they did with that.
What twist? I saw the movie. I don't even remember a twist.
The twist of who the villain is. Can I say what it is?
Sure. I like that.
The twist that Zurg is actually Buzz from the future, I thought was just dreadful. I thought that was.
I loved that. I thought that was.
I understand that part. I kind of
like
wanted
the
a
movie
real
falls
Zurg.
apart.
Yeah.
Like when that scene happens, the movie falls apart.
I agree with that part. I wish it was just Zurg was Zurg. Yeah.
And I think that sadly the movie is not nearly adventurous enough. I think it's a little bit too drab and boring in a lot of aspects.
Damn, he's giving a whole review. Okay, go ahead.
But
no, good, RJ. I appreciate it. You got thorough thoughts there. Yes, I understand that criticism for sure.
I love them.
I wanted to love Lightyear. I was really excited for it. I just thought it was just really disappointing.
I love the movie, but I have one complaint about it, and that was, and I've been shouting this from the rafters since the movie was announced. When they first announced Lightyear,
Just to give everyone a 10-minute warning, we're going to be ending soon.
I didn't like that Chris Evans was the voice of Buzz Lightyear. I felt it should have been Patrick Warburton, because Patrick Warburton had previously been the voice of the quote real Buzz.
In the
animated series. So it was like, it made sense that it wasn't Tim Allen, but it shouldn't have been Chris Evans. It should have been Patrick Warburton.
That's a good point too. I would have liked that. All right, let me see here.
How do you feel like if you search Disney Plus now and you just type in Toy Story, Lightyear does not come up as an option? How do you feel about that?
Well, it's not a Toy Story movie.
Toy Story movie.
It is. It is.
It's not. It's a spinoff. It's not.
No,
Really...
it's a real story movie.
It's Lightyear.
It's actually a real story movie, not a Toy Story.
Well, here's the other problem. I inherently have.
It's about the real Buzz
as well, because after watching that movie, right, the premise of the film is this is the movie that Andy watched as a child that made him want to get the toy. I don't get that vibe from that at all because I'm not sure what kid would be entertained by that kind of movie. Like, it's not. I don't understand. Like, the concept is flawed.
Okay. Well, look at this. This is from the Paramount. I'm so looking forward to this movie now. Transformers 1. They had life-size Transformers. I guess what they would, the size they may appear if they were life-size, of the style of the animated movie there. And I hope there's a great video game off of it as well. Because I recently got some Transformers video games at Too Many Games, and I loved it. I love playing them. So I hope the success of this movie, if it is successful, based on the reception so far, translates to a video game and a series based on this version of the Transformers, because that's what's happened with TMNT, the Mutant Mayhem movie. They now have a TV series and video games, and I want this version of Transformers to be even more successful than the live action. I think you could do a lot more with this style in animation, just complete animation. Because when you get to the cool stuff in a live action Transformers movie, what is it, RJ? Animation, right? Why not just keep it all animation?
Of course.
Yeah. Jade says the Cybertron games are the ones we're playing. Those are the two I got, War and Fall of Cybertron. My cousin is here. What are you doing up, cuz? Don't forget about Transformers Reactive. Oh, I don't know about that. I have to check that out. But I'm very happy for that. And we'll get the 5-minute warning, everyone. 5-minute warning. We don't need to use the... How do you feel about some random someone making a clip of your outro, Voltaire? and that we've been
What do you
using it
mean?
to end shows.
Who did that?
I don't know. It just
I wasn't
appeared.
aware.
They have to be a pretty crazy person.
It just appeared.
Good night and good luck, everyone. Well, I think that's wonderful.
Oh, the
That's
stream's
wonderful.
over.
That's wonderful.
Spread joy to the people.
Yeah, we can appreciate you even when you're not here.
People who like, they it helps people sleep. I get a lot of cards, letters, and faxes about how much they love that outro.
Now, Max, don't even
Display the
think.
fax number. Go ahead.
Don't even think of ending. Don't even think of ending this stream.
Can you please display your fax number for our next mic drop? Because who?
Yeah, I'll
has
have the fax number ready.
And I'm gonna send a naughty fax or something.
Yes, I want my royalties. Jade is correct.
Now, RJ, Joe.
Yeah.
Looking at this amazing Entertainment Comic-Con 2024 exclusive of the Great Dwarf Narvi, played by Kevin Eldon, does this change your mind on watching Rings of Power Season 2 coming on the 29th? Because it made me more excited.
Let me be.
You can never get me to watch Board of the Rings.
Hold on.
Lord of the Rings, you sound like an anti-SJW.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
If it's not Peter Jackson, I don't care. How about that?
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Even if it is Peter Jackson,
what
I don't
about
care.
if it's Tolkien, RJ?
I like
when it was based on the works of Tolkien. Peter Jackson didn't create the Lord of the Rings; he only adapted it.
Tolkien sucks.
I like Tolkien through the lens of Peter Jackson.
Well,
he
that's
did
a
do some
limited-
magic.
That's a limited, lame lens, RJ.
Well, that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it.
That's fine. I don't care that much. But this dwarf looks great.
But before we end the show, how about this?
Hey, don't end the show until you've shown my good news at Twitter. I
trying to
said
get
that. I sent it to you because it's the best thing.
All right. Well, here's some more good. Oh, go ahead, RJ. What's
No,
your?
see, show Joe's thing, and then we'll go.
I don't even know what it.
Hang on, I want to see
remember
the
what it is.
snack. I'm interested.
You even
Deadpool,
retweeted it, man.
Wolverine in theaters July 26th, and at Regal Theaters, you get Best Bubs Buffalo Popcorn, Raspberry Cheesecake Chimichangas, Nacho Duo Tostitos, and Dynamitas.
Now, Joe, will you be doing food review of these items?
Nope.
They don't have.
Why?
them.
I really enjoyed the food review you did of the Miles Morales hamburgers.
Yeah, well, if they make more burgers, maybe.
What would you want out of here? I would want the Raspberry Cheesecake Chimichangas. And
Nacho Duo. The nachos look good.
The nachos is the best thing there.
Okay.
Buffalo popcorn doesn't sound good to me.
SNK versus Capcom SVC Chaos returns the ultimate version. Here's the ultimate version. The original.
Oh.
On Xbox. Only on Xbox.
Why did you have that at arm's length? How is that ready?
Because I was gonna do a video on it, but I didn't
you're
get
ready.
to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna do like a pre-recorded vid, but I didn't get to it.
Okay, let's do a short for that.
Oh, here's we gotta hear to the Russo brothers.
Saviors of Marvel, everybody.
So much at this point. I mean, we say the same thing. Our love for Marvel is based on the books that we read as kids and the books that we fell in love with.
Not that woke stuff. No, I'm
The
just
one series that we adored.
I'm joking.
Growing up with Secret Wars. It's incredibly ambitious. It would be bigger than Infinity War and Endgame, but it's a massive undertaking.
So they've been saying for a long time that they want it. And what are the chances that this is going to be one of the announcements at Comic-Con, RJ?
I would
Roosters are back.
If you're a betting person, I'd say start putting money on it.
Yeah, because he said what could be better than Infinity War and Endgame? Secret Wars.
Growing up with Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Incredibly ambitious.
Incredibly ambitious. We could do it. We're brothers. We're the Russo brothers. Give us Secret Wars. It's gonna happen. I'm like 99% sure that this is gonna happen. I know it was Variety that gave the scoop. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. All right.
It would be bigger than Infinity War and Endgame, but it's a massive undertaking. And those two movies were very, very hard to make.
Let your brother talk.
So trying to imagine making another two movies even bigger than those two, we're gonna have to sleep on it.
We're gonna have to sleep on it. Oh, okay.
So I will say, and to pimp RJ's Twitter handle out there, follow RJ. Some of the things RJ's been posting about retweeting about what Marvel's showing at Comic-Con or announcing, it's actually exciting. And Marvel might be righting the ship, so to speak. I know, Joe, you think it's already been fine, but many people.
I think if you notice, they are pivoting a little bit. I think they are trying to quell the notion that they're falling apart. I think they're really trying to go out there and really change the narrative. I think this weekend is going to be a big part of that. I do think how do I put this? I do think, though, I think critics have it out for Deadpool and Wolverine a little bit. I get that sense. I do. Which is disappointing. I think it's kind of lame. But it is what it is. I'm not sure why critics want to target that movie as bad as they do, but they really do. I think it's mostly.
Oh, I thought you fell asleep.
But yeah,
we'll get to it, Joe. I apologize. I'm trying to find it, but I am going to say I'm starting to get a little bit hyped for the Crow movie.
Really?
I see some posters that look really legit. I don't know what they say here.
Hi,
Zero
I'm
hype.
Twin,
Hi, I'm Bill Skarsgård.
and we wanted to let you know that The Crow is out in theaters in 1 month.
1 month.
1 month there.
So look at how she's leaning into them. That's very manly on his part.
Yeah. But the new posters are selling it for me. This is what I'm talking. Look at that poster. That's legit, man.
No, he doesn't look like the Joker. That's
the Crow.
good.
Yeah. No, I mean, but look at his jacket there, and the Crow's in the background, and she's intriguing too. She's very unique herself. I'm looking forward to this now. I mean, I don't have high expectations, but what are your thoughts, RJ, Joe? Any interest in this Crow reboot? These posters that have been coming out has been what's really selling it to me.
no interest.
No interest whatsoever. Did you like the original Crow?
I love the original Crow. That's why I have no interest in this, because it looks like
I love the original Crow, and I'm willing to give it a chance. It's supposed to
look like complete garbage, but teach their own.
Yes, Doctor Strange, Bill Skarsgård as the Crow. Yes, but this post, just based on the poster, isn't this fire poster, Voltaire?
It's a good poster.
Yeah,
this is good. Other than that teaser trailer they put out, I think left a bad taste in my mouth. But this looks okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's hard to get excited about the Crow.
Bedrock Fighter.
Best Crow movie was the original, and even that's overrated.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, but Transformers 1 is by far and away the best Transformers film to date. The trailers don't do this justice. Rich in character and emotion with a deep reverence for the lore. It tells the origins of Optimus Prime and Megatron tragically transforming once the brothers to enemy. Wow, there's spoilers in here. Josh Cooley directed this animated film to perfection, down to the last comedic and action beat, all backed by an epic score and excellent voice cast. One of the most genuine surprises of the year for me.
This is interesting. I'm very intrigued by these reviews of this movie.
I can't believe they're saying that it's a surprise. I mean, as soon as I saw that trailer, I knew we were.
Well, it's because the trailer, I think. Okay,
people always underestimate animated features.
No. The thing
most of the time,
the trailer presented a very comedic tone.
Yeah, they sold me like that.
Well, hold on.
They baited you, Joe.
No. The trailer made it seem like the movie was really geared towards little kids. Like it was going to be like very silly.
I didn't get that at all.
Though is that this movie surprisingly is very dramatic, dark, and serious, and actually
dark is interesting.
If it's serious, if it's real serious, I'm gonna walk out incredibly disappointed because I'm gonna say this is not the film you sold me.
Jesus Christ, Joe! The movie is about.
He likes fun. Joe
they sold us on a really fun movie. My wife, my kids, we all watched that trailer. We laughed, we smiled, and we said, "This is a must see."
You know,
if we walk out and it's a real serious thing, then that's bullshit.
You know, the movie's an origin story about Megatron and Optimus's fall, like
how they become enemies,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know it has to be dark at some point, right? It's got to tell us about a story about that, right?
It doesn't have to be that dark.
Jesus Christ.
Just let him review it. Joe, I can't wait for your review.
Yeah, you're gonna hate.
I'm pumped for this now.
I mean, if they, that's actually bullshit. If this is a real serious movie, then then they sold everyone with this trailer, and that's not what you're going to give them.
And most
What's
people
the
didn't
rated? Have they released a rating for it?
Well, most people didn't like the trailer. There's
Bullshit. Bullshit. When that trailer came out, everyone was talking about how great it was.
No.
This was a movie that was on nobody's radar until that trailer came out. Then everyone started talking about how great it was.
The trailer got
RJ and Jody to show.
The trailer got review bombed. First off, the trailer got review bombed.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. People were.
Everybody was talking about how great it was.
People were complaining that it was too jokey, looked like it was too geared towards little kids. So they screened this movie 3 months early to show the press a different side of this movie, to show what the actual movie looks like. And I guarantee you're going to see the marketing shift.
Joe, I love you. I love you, Joe. You're hilarious. Bullshit.
I was there. I was there when this trailer came out.
No, I mean, listen,
John Campea did a whole segment on how he didn't have any interest in this movie at all until he saw the trailer. Like everyone was that trailer moved the needle.
I think some people liked the trailer, some people didn't.
This is going to be the movie of the year for IP films, and Joe's going to hate it. I do think, honestly, Joe, I would think you're going to hate it based on these reactions.
Based on the trailer, it's one of the best trailers I've seen all year.
Hang on YouTube, the trailer, the first trailer that came out, whatever it was, a few months ago, 151,000 likes, 34,000 dislikes. So
how you they don't show you the dislikes.
You can get an extension for that.
Yeah, so there was a large amount of
because he researches
a lot of dislikes.
Voltaire takes research for the mic drop very seriously. He wants to know all the
I'm
details.
not saying everyone hated the trailer. What I'm saying though is that there was a lot of negativity in terms of people thought the movie looked way too kiddie and too jokey. People wanted not that they need to be a serious movie, but they wanted to know that there's a serious story at the heart of it, that there's an emotional story at the heart of this film. And that's what I think was shown to the people who actually watched the movie.
Okay.
So do you think that when people see Chris Hemsworth now, they automatically think the thing is jokey?
Yeah.
No, I think it's just the way the trailer was presented. The trailer focused more on the humor and the characters' banter.
Here's the thing. Whenever I hear people say something's too jokey, that's kind of a litmus test that tells me I don't trust their opinion.
Oh my!
Because that's what we want. We want to have a good time. We want to have fun.
Not every movie has to be jokey though. Like some movies,
but they kind of do. I mean, like even the darkest films have humor. Like look at Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger R-rated horror, but they're funny.
Well, it's not.
You can have a sense of humor in everything you do.
You're not talking about humor though. You're talking about levity. Like there's moments of levity and darkness because there has to be some levity.
Two different words for the same thing.
But like it's not humor though. Like not every movie needs to be humorous. Like it's just.
All right. I love the debate, but we also have to get some sleep. Here is this is a popcorn.
That's the Regal popcorn bucket.
That's ridiculous. It's a popcorn bucket.
Wait, is that the popcorn bucket or is that the drink? Because it's got a straw coming out of it. I think that might not be the.
No, they said this. They said this is a popcorn bucket.
And why does it have a straw?
Yeah, what do the nipples represent?
I don't know. That'd be great if you could get extra butter and. I don't know. This is ridiculous. This popcorn bucket craze. Is this get people back to the theaters? The popcorn bucket.
It helps. Yeah, it does help. Yeah.
Collecting all these popcorn buckets.
Well, it's because people feel like it's an event when they go see a movie.
Anthony Beltry has been a member for 30 months. I can't.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Congratulations to me. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Anthony. It's to you. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see what else. Would you get this one? Joe, if you had a chance?
No.
You don't like this one?
Oh.
No, I'm.
Did you get the Dune one?
I've kind of lost interest. Like, I mean, you got to put out a hell of a popcorn bucket to get my interest now. I mean, after you gave
Dune
me
one, did you get the Dune one?
No. Like after you gave me the Blue Beetle bug, like last summer,
cool.
I got the Blue Beetle bug. How are you going to top that? I don't think you can.
Maybe
I think
Paul saw you top it.
I mean, like,
or you give Wolverine's face with a hole in it, with the mouth.
I mean, the Dune one looked like a sex toy.
I will be very sad if I don't get the Wolverine AMC popcorn bucket where it's Wolverine's face.
AMC will also be selling these cups.
I do want those cups. I hope I can get a cup. I kind of want the Deadpool one because I love how it says "Buy Me." I don't know why it makes me laugh.
Yeah, that's cooler. Let me see here. Here's more image. I'm not even going to show it because you guys don't care. Matt Reeves calls his Batman universe the Batman Epic Crime Saga via EW. Pretentious much?
How's that pretentious?
It sounds very pretentious.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god!
The way he labels it, he has to make the Bat.
I'm telling you guys.
Why can't he just call it the Batman Crime Saga? It's the Batman Epic Crime Saga. That's where the pretentious.
Well, that's what he internally called it. It's not what the actual.
I'm going to tell you. My sources tell me that behind the scenes, there's some real pushback between Matt Reeves and James Gunn.
Says
all right, my sources.
Your sources.
Since when did you have sources?
I have sources. Don't worry about it. Okay, there's some real pushback. James Gunn wants this done. Matt Reeves is dragging it out. I'm telling you.
Okay, inside
The longer it gets dragged out, the better it is for the DCU, though.
For Batman, no.
For
they
the
want
DCU.
They want to get Batman in the DCU. How does that help?
Yeah, they don't want this Batman.
Well,
They got their own Batman.
Last I heard, they're going to start filming Brave and the Bold sometime in 2025.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's the longer they can drag this out, the better, because you gotta build your foundation for the DCU, and it's unfortunate that there's this outlier like this hanging out there anyway. So
CyberCells 2077 member for 12 months. Thank you, CyberCells. Loving hanging out with you guys, bullshitting movies out, and then you said you can't leave. That's great. We're so good you can't leave.
Thank you, CyberCells.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to find Joe's thing here so we could
yeah, you retweeted it.
Aliens are going to be super confused when they show up threatening to overthrow our leaders, and we're all stoked and offer to help.
There will be some like that.
Yeah. I've never seen. Have you seen this movie, Joe? The Message from Space?
No.
Any idea what franchise this might be taking inspiration from? Star Wars.
Oh yeah, almost looks Star Warsian with the Wookiee creature.
Yeah. All right.
He's no Chinchilla the Wookiee monster, but
When is Lord of the Rings coming out with all this stuff in your Twitter feed?
Did you know this was a deleted scene from Wonder Woman 84?
This is a pretty cool scene. I saw this.
This has got to be real. It looks legit. That looks awesome.
Ripping up the nuclear warhead and throwing it out.
Yeah. Here's new art of David Cornsweet on Superman. They're passing out these stickers on the set.
It doesn't look like him.
Yeah, what is with that? Why is he doing that with his fingers?
It was a movie that he was on that James Gunn liked when he did that in a movie. It's Cornsweet. I don't know.
He was good at Pearl.
I'm trying to find it, Joe. I retweet too much. Oh, this is nice. I won't share it. I'm looking for Joe's stuff.
There it is. It was 2 days ago. 7/21/24 at 2:47 p.m.
Dungeons and Dragons? They're making another one?
Oh, Glimmercast has become a YouTube member. Thank you, Glimmercast. That's Rhea's other channel. Would you everyone do a favor and go subscribe to our second channel? She's doing 2 channels now.
Ray is live or doing shorts from Comic-Con, everybody. That should be very interesting. So check them out.
I'm very excited for you, Rhea. Remember landscape mode for the camera.
Rhea, here's a question for Rhea. You travel all over, you go everywhere, you do all the things. How come you haven't come out to Dragon Con yet? Come on out to Dragon Con, man. Join us in Atlanta.
He's calling you out, Rhea. What's this?
Here's some cosplayers, Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm supporting the cosplayers. Wolverine and Deadpool look different here, posting the photo results this Friday for release. That's awesome.
What's that about Mega Man? What was Mega Man doing?
I'm never going to get to... Capcom says it has no... Okay. Capcom says it has no plans to eliminate physical media, given that a significant number of end users demand physical games. We currently do not expect to eliminate physical products.
That's got nothing to do with anything with Mega Man.
Here's the robot nipples on
Nice.
Rebel Moon's R-rated
I like
trailer.
that.
You know, I hashtagged it good news at Twitter, so you could just search the hashtag.
You even use a hashtag.
Good news of Twitter.
There it
is. Yeah, I remember.
There
that.
it is. Look at them.
That is
Kitty
good
eating
news.
porn.
That's the best news you've ever had right there. Look at them.
That makes it easier when you hashtag good news of Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go to the second video where he gets deeper in on the second video.
Oh, I didn't even play that one. Let me see. What do you think of this, RJ?
I like the cat. It's cute.
Wow, he's really tearing up.
That cat likes corn. He's gonna see that corn again the next day in the litter box.
Oh, you had to take it there. I was thinking,
Yeah.
like, why? No, I don't. That makes it not cute at all.
It's still cute. Look at him go. Look at him go.
That's great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Voltaire. Thank you, RJ. I think. Thank you, Jade. I know. I didn't. Well, good news. We don't have to use the clip because we have an authentic Voltaire here to end.
Good night and good luck, everyone.